Alright guys, hello. Welcome to Saturday Night Gaming with Mark W and Rob Bob. I am the Mark W of Mark W and Rob Bob, and you are who?
I'm the Rob Bob.
You're the Rob Bob of Rob Bob and Mark W. Uh, yeah, we had a game of FTL in progress 2 weeks ago, and Rob Bob was the pilot of the show this time. We do that on rare occasion, but this time I'm
I'm sorry.
letting him do it once again even.
I was
Yeah,
trying to.
it's fine. And yeah, we're gonna continue from where we left off. Where were you last time, by the way?
Let's see, I guess.
Okay, you didn't want to summarize a little bit?
Well, so we're gonna fight, and
Hmm.
my two Lanius boarding guys were both dead and cloning, and of course, enemy decided to shoot the clone bay and killed them both.
All right, good job. So basically, the clone bay saves your dead guys, but only while maintaining power. So they took out his clone bay's power while the cloning process was happening, and he lost two of his beloved characters.
So now I just have I had Ohm, I think, and I got these two
Om,
guys.
om.
I'm gonna play the game now.
We are in sector 2
Yep.
at the very last jumping
I
point.
think I should go to the store.
What?
The store there. So Mantis or Pirates? Well, I have a Mantis, so I'm gonna go to Mantis, I guess.
I don't get your logic, but okay.
What if I find? I don't know.
Not saying
There's
it's
some
wrong.
blue events,
I'm
like
gonna make.
blue option.
All right, I'm gonna steal it for the. You keep going in the red here, so let's turn it.
Okay, really a little loud.
Go ahead.
So
By the way, guys, I like to chat with you. So if you were watching and would like to chat with me, feel free to say hi, or chat with us, I should say.
okay,
And yeah, I am going to be paying attention to the chat on my phone.
so here's enemy number one.
You should try to speak nice and clearly, please.
Mantis ship at a sun,
Mm-hmm.
and they're my doors, of course, because they hate doors.
You hate the doors? What do you have against Jim Morrison? By the way, we have a rule that only I go on cam on this stream. He is the invisible mantis. I was gonna say the invisible man, but in the case of FTL, in the context of FTL, it's more like the invisible mantis.
All right, they're that's fine. I have cloning. I shouldn't rely on my cloning too much. At least
Why has
during
it bitten
fights.
you before?
Yes, twice.
Only twice.
Oh, twice last stream.
That'd
That's just last stream.
be funny if like the solar flare took out the clone
It
guy
it could have.
while your guys were cloning.
I missed. Didn't even. Okay, probably hit some room without any system. Because you're only warned of fires if there's a system in that room. So I'm just gonna open a bunch of airlocks.
All right. So Rob Bob cannot see which rooms have fires because of his lack of sensors. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm gonna just hope that it's not in these two rooms. Okay, it is in that room.
Hey Rob, I mean Ryan.
No, that's me.
You're Rob. It's your fake name anyway. His real name is Angus.
It's true.
So yeah, I'm wondering why Ryan's chat is not showing up on my phone, but it's showing up on the screen. I don't want to control the computer because basically we have two screens. He's actually playing on this one computer that I'm looking at the OBS and the chat and stuff, but I just don't want to steal control of the input devices. So I figured I'd follow chat
Alright.
on my phone. However, it's not showing up for some reason. You defeated the Mantis ship.
Mantis is dead. I didn't even
22
take
scrap.
one hull damage. Not even one.
Not even one. How can this be?
Yeah, I'll help the person at the distress beacon because it couldn't be a trap, right?
Yeah, it's never a trap. Ryan says, wasn't MacGyver's first name Angus? Yes, it was.
So it was a trap, but that's
MacGyver?
okay. No, the distress beacon.
Of course it was a trap. It's a trap by default, unless unless noted otherwise.
I can cancel out their mind controlling with my mind control.
All right. So he controls your crew member, and you take him back. That's the idea.
I mind control the mind control.
I'm being mind controlled.
I don't
How are
think
you? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think there's any reason in destroying their weapon system because I can't actually get through my shields.
Alright, well then there's no issue. I mean, all you have to do is take out their mind control. That's the only annoying thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take out their shield so it'll be faster.
Alright. Yeah, my chat is not showing up on the phone. That's okay. I can just look over here and talk to Ryan. How's it going tonight, Ryan? Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're not lighting any fireworks like my neighbors. No, I'm just kidding. They're not lighting any. They haven't lit any in a few weeks. It's amazing. Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna because that's not very good.
Okay, so the enemy ship is surrendering to Rob Bob, and he says, "No, I'd
No.
rather kill you."
And then they die. And I get like one less missile but more scrap. I'd say it's worth it because I'm not using any missile weapons. I like never do.
So yeah, let's go over your weapons. We were kind of excited by what you had, weren't we?
Let's see. Glaive beam. I forgot about that. I can't even use it yet.
Right. So he's got quite an arsenal of what he's saying. He just doesn't have all the power to power it because, jeez.
If I can get advanced flak Mark II, and glaive beam,
then you're a monstrosity. What would that cost altogether?
well,
7 power?
that would be 10 or 8 power.
8 power. What is it? 4 for the glaive?
4 for glaive, 3 for flak 2, and 1 for advanced flak.
Right. So yeah, that's the goal to that's the goal to strive for at this point. I would say. Once you get that, you get all the 3 weapons, and you are. I don't even know the phrase. You are in business. You.
Yeah.
Now you're cooking. Ryan says, "Going good. What the heck is with your neighbors and fireworks?" Now I'm just making a joke because I saw your fireworks video that you sent in Discord, right? And from July 5th that I forgot to take. For some reason, I forgot to watch it before, so I didn't see it.
So this event, it's you can get a human, or you can lose a random crew member. I'm pretty sure it's 50-50.
Oh boy.
So which one do I choose?
Well, since we're not cheating, I used to cheat once in a while.
I'm not gonna cheat.
If you're not cheating, it's quite a risk, considering you only have 3 crew members.
Yeah, I could.
Ultimately, it's your call, though.
So I'm gonna
do it.
Should I?
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Ah, it worked. It worked in his favor. A man burst out of the life pod, screaming and clawing his way into a corner. A rare survivor of mantis captivity. Once calm, the survivor offers to join your crew for a time. And he gets Karis, who is skilled at
He's good at engines. Is he better than Brian? Yes.
Yeah.
So Brian gets to do shields.
All right. So now we have a crew member on pilot, shields, weapons, and engines. That's what it's all about.
I'm gonna
Those are the core 4.
go here and hopefully get some scraps so I can buy something at the store. Because there's a store. Of course they have missile. Let's take it out.
Take them out.
In my teleporter.
Somebody's boarding.
The human and the mantis. We'll kill him.
All right. How do you know what they are?
Oh,
yeah. The punching icon down at the bottom says
it's a mantis, I think, because I can hear the audio. Yep.
It's just one mantis. All right, you got him then.
Okay, they're shooting me. I'll shoot them.
Shield has taken a hit, and you missed a lot.
Alright,
And the NG.
So we got NGs, those are nice.
NGs are speedy repairmen in this game. And Ryan, I also hear, is a speedy repairman. No, he says, I had a video of me jumping through it and almost catching my short on fire.
Oh, that's not good. Also, they just shot my
Also, your NG
shields
shorts are on fire. He's jumping around in Ryan's fireworks.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Think about this for a second. Hold on. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna send another NG over, probably get this guy out of there. I might keep him for a little longer, because he still has some health. So, send this NG.
Maybe you want to put the Mantis on pilot just so something...
Yeah, I was gonna put someone on.
Alright, go for it. Never a dull moment in FTL. He's gonna die.
No.
Right? Are you okay with that? You could always just clone him, but I don't know what you're planning.
Oh, come on.
Oh, jeez.
He's okay somehow, but...
Okay, it's relative, but yeah.
Alright, they're repairing that. He is at 2 health. He almost just died there.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Rob Bob is not in school yet, Ryan. We start later around
We
here in
have
September.
5 hull left. Also, this guy's about to die.
This is a rough situation. Your pilot is down.
There's a fire in this room.
You could do oxygen draining.
Yeah, I could.
Think it through before you unpause.
I'm gonna. Well, they took out their weapons. That's good, but there's still a fire.
So,
Okay. This guy needs to get out of there.
just be aware that you can't jump because you're not charging your FC.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clone him.
I think your shield will be back up soon. Oh, you already have 1 level of. And he has nothing. No.
Oh, they have a fire on their ship. That's good.
Yeah, and they have their weapons are damaged. They have no missile arms, so you're in pretty good shape actually. Well, relatively speaking. Is school open by you already, Ryan? I know my wife's
Oh, there's a fire in the teleporter.
Oh.
So I assume it was in here. It's not in the doors.
Just don't let it go to the clone bay.
Yeah.
What I was saying, Ryan, is I know that my wife's sister's children, so her nieces, I guess they counted my nieces too. They already started. I
Okay, they
believe,
just
so
boarded
it seems
me.
to be like when you cross the Mason-Dixon line, everybody starts school early or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Ryan says my daughter started last Wednesday. Wow.
You know, everyone's gonna go to their stations,
Let's
and
have
they.
air conditioner in the schools.
All right.
When I was a kid, back in my day, we didn't have air conditioner in school. They just turned on the ceiling fan and hoped we survived. I'm actually serious. Hear about kids with air conditioners these days, and I went to private school too. It's like you'd think they would have a lot of money or something, but I just realized you're almost dead.
Yeah, no, I am.
Okay, hold on. Before we get reckless, do you have a plan?
So
Missile's
there's a
coming your way.
guy in here. I don't really have a plan for the missile. It's gonna hit me, and I'll be at 1 hole.
Ryan says I'm very quiet compared to Rob. All right, I'm gonna adjust the volume a little bit. All right,
I think I'm dead here.
Okay.
Because I have a missile that'll hit me for 2 damage, and a fire in mind control, which I need to put out, plus a guy in my weapons. So if the fire destroys the mind control, then my ship's dead. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, testing. Is my voice nice and loud? It should be. Can you do a test quick?
Hello, testing.
All right, I think we're pretty good now. All right, the mouse cursor is back over to you.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna send somebody in here to mind control this guy. Send this not mantis. So I'm gonna send this NG to put out this fire
Mind control.
and mind control the guy. This NG is gonna repair the engines.
Okay.
And this guy will go to the piloting, because I don't know where else would he go. So
why are you moving a guy down to mind control someone?
okay, well I need a guy to put out the fire in this room.
Okay.
That's why.
Because it's gonna do.
Oh, there's also a fire in the doors. I think it's better just doing that.
So if the fire takes out either of the systems, that's the whole point of damage that Rob Bob is getting.
And there's a missile my
on its
way, which will do 2 damage, and then I'll be at 0 hull.
Wow, this is a lot of trouble.
So I'm just gonna, but I am gonna send a guy in here just so I can have him on my sensors so I can mind control him, because he has to.
If you leave the piloting, you have no chance of dodging. Oh, you already have.
Actually, I can mind control.
Engines are down.
Yeah, so my engines are down, so there's no point.
All right.
Like,
jeez, man. How'd it get so bad so quick? I'd have to yell for you.
Actually, I don't have. It doesn't seem like I have to have someone in the room. So this guy's gonna go here. What else?
Hey, you took out their weapons. So you took a hit, you're down to one hull,
They're down to 2 at least.
and their weapons are down. So do whatever you can to just get the fire
Oh,
threat
my
out.
mic control's out.
If your doors, hold on, what's on fire? Are your doors on fire? Yeah. As soon as that little sliver in the bottom right goes, you're just. I don't think you have any fire.
It's. I can turn off oxygen. There's nothing else I can do.
All right, you're gone. Bye bye.
Woohoo.
Well,
That was quick.
so much for the heroic ending we were hoping for. Ryan says that Catholic schools don't have school boards, so I can't go to the school board meetings and get hauled out for anti-mask rhetoric like QAnon tells me Trump is still president. Masks are Hitler. Exactly right. Masks are Hitler. Yes, yes. Okay, so I made my voice loud. I keep seeing it go like it's too red though, so I think I might have made it a little too high. So let me just knock it down a tiny bit, the gain. Let's do that. Okay, anyway, what do you think? You want to try again?
Yeah, I could do a new game.
Go for it.
Sure.
I'll allow it.
Let's see, what ship should I go for?
What should we play?
I could do this one. I just hit random ship and it picked this one. This one's pretty good.
Is this good? You think this good?
I like this because you have combat drone and ion blast is really good.
This one NG is not the worst. I think it's the one. I think it's the other two that are really terrible.
This I haven't. This one's also okay.
It's Arturo in the building. We want to get his opinion. He likes to pick Mantis ships a lot though.
I don't like this one. I'm not gonna do this ship. Just gonna stick with the Type A.
Type A NG. All right. Ryan says I'm a tad loud. Maybe I should whisper. I'll carelessly whisper. Ryan says I'm betting that there's a lot of crossover between your firework neighbors and hating masks. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that. You know, I don't want to comment too much on my neighbors. Let's just put it that way.
So
We'll leave it at fireworks.
there's a pirate ship.
Okay, cool. My volume is good, says Ryan.
I'm gonna hail the ship.
Hell, what are we doing here?
Oh, there's a pirate ship. And now they want me to dock with them.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. And
You
they're
can't
gonna.
buy anything.
I can't buy this, so they're gonna
Got you.
attack my. No, they're gonna do damage to my hull and damage a few systems
Damn pirates.
and fight me apparently.
Yeah, you got two fires going.
I can ignore the
hull
breach.
Hmm.
Might as well do my combat drone and have this on auto fire to their shields.
By the way, the musician who made the soundtrack, his name is Ben Prunty, and he also did a soundtrack to Subnautica.
Yeah, he did a bunch of games.
A bunch of games, right? Ryan says, yeah, he wants me to say something about vaccines and to see if YouTube takes me offline immediately. Yeah, I don't know. You think they can detect if I like say, well, Ryan tells me to say blah blah blah? Like, would it know the context before booting me forever?
Don't know.
If you say vaccine and microchip in the same sentence, do you just spontaneously combust?
Well, you just did, and he didn't spontaneously combust.
Okay, I'm back.
He
got better.
uncombusted.
At least this ship has a med bay.
Also, it's got medbot dispersal.
Oh yeah, so the medbot dispersal means you can constantly get healed in any room. It's just kind of at a lower rate than
You
would
have
in the med
to
bay.
you have to have the medbay activated though,
Right.
like have power in it.
I gotta say, for all the power that's baked into a clone bay, I tend to just prefer an ordinary med bay.
Yeah, me too. It is nice when you like for certain events that you just get your crew member back.
Ryan says I went black. I can't. Okay, he's just joking about the YouTube thing.
Being attacked by pirates. Sure.
He had me for a second though. I was like, oh no, we gotta check the technical difficulties now. But Ryan just messing with us. Or maybe YouTube is maybe they're actually blocking us now because I said Bill Gates and microchips and vaccine. And I could throw in some other buzzwords. You know what? Missiles are such a pain.
Yeah.
Th- I think like half the time when I'm in a battle, I'm like
What
doing this
nuts?
calculus, like, all right, do I have enough shield and I can, evade 33% of the time? All right, I should be good. But then a missile comes and it's like, oh, that just messes up everything,
It's like you just have to hope your evasion is high enough.
pretty much. Or even a
More
defensive
ion.
drone helps with it though.
More ion for this ship.
So you have a chain ion
So,
and an ion
how does
blast.
the chain ion work? I think it's like
That,
so
yeah, go ahead.
ion damage increases every time it fires, right?
So it'll do more ion damage each time. Eventually, it's going to be, you know, depowering things for a long time.
I never use that weapon, that's why I don't know what it does.
Hmm. I don't think I have chain ion very much either. Like it.
I get them sometimes, but I don't use them. Because they're just like this takes 14 seconds, it said, I think.
Yeah, it's 14. That's quite
And
a long
it's
time.
just not worth it really.
All right, Ryan says Gates knows your hacking skills. He wouldn't mess with you.
You hack and steal all of his money.
I'll have to ask my dad about it. He once said something like he was in some, I don't know what it was. This was like, I think the 70s. He was in some like auto derby scene. And Bill Gates was in the same scene, and he had invented some like kind of box to help like I don't know do what anymore. It's been a long time since I had this discussion, but it was like in this auto derby scene, it wasn't like a race like the first person to the finish wins. It was like you had to time. I wish I had him right here, my dad, to tell me because I don't think I have it right. But something like you had to hit certain checkpoints at like exact tiny windows of time.
Like how tiny, like
I don't know. We could
Mary?
ask your grandpa.
Alright.
And apparently Bill Gates made some box that you could hook up into your car that would help you with that. So I'm not saying my dad knew Bill Gates, by the way. It was just that he was into this same kind of auto derby thing. I don't know what you call it exactly.
They took out my shields, of course. Why did I do that?
We'll have to ask him about that next time we see him. And anybody who's seen the movie Pirates of Silicon Valley, they kind of touch upon Bill Gates being into like driving cars crazy fast and stuff like that. He actually got arrested at some point for that.
I'm taking a beating here.
Taking a beating indeed. He could just jump.
I'm gonna.
Might as well jump. Ryan says, are you still working remotely? Yes, I am. I am. Our company postponed our return to the office until January, and considering they've kind of pushed it back multiple times by now, I'm expecting it to happen again. Well, if things get worse, but if they get better, then yeah, January is not bad. And Ryan says that Bill Gates got stopped for speeding here in Albuquerque. Oh, it's in Albuquerque. Cool. Albuquerque. What do we know about Albuquerque? What's it famous for? Well, Bugs Bunny says he should have made the left turn in Albuquerque. Breaking Bad is in Albuquerque. Weird Al had the song all about Albuquerque. It's like his gigantic epic of a song. I think it's something like 13 minutes long. Albuquerque. What else? What else, Ryan? You got to help me out. And obviously, I'm talking about like pop culture things.
Asteroids. This should be. I don't even think I need to use drones here. Just ion their shields.
Yeah, the asteroids are gonna pummel them. Maybe
Well,
you
if
a
I can
little
hit
bit.
them. Oh, they have ion. I'm gonna do the amazing strategy of this. Wait. Yeah.
What?
So when the ion's about to hit you,
Mhm.
you deactivate your shields and then activate them again, and then your shields will charge back up so that the ion doesn't hit your shields.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I thought of that.
I'm saying I forgot about that like I knew it before. I don't think I ever knew about that. I mean, I knew that shield worked like that, but I don't think I considered that. So because for those who know the ion, that little blue blast, right? That's the ion. And it always hits your shield by default if your shield is there. So it'll disable your shield system for a while. But Rob Bob here is saying if you just turn off your shield the last second, it'll just hit, whatever it was aiming at. It could hit like an empty room, it could hit your med bay or whatever. And he would prefer to have that, like the med bay or whatever else, disabled instead of the shield. So you just put your shield down, it hits something else, and then put the shield back
Although
up
the
again.
problem with that is sometimes other stuff can hit you.
Right, because your shield takes like about 3 seconds to charge.
Yeah.
Maybe not three. Well,
It
yeah, it
takes
could be three
a little bit to charge.
per level. And Ryan says pop culture. That's about it about Albuquerque. All right. Albuquerque. Do you know the Weird Al song, by the way, Ryan?
Alright, I got them. And an asteroid hit me, but that's okay.
I knew I should have made that left turn in Albuquerque.
I think I could go here, 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 and then exit.
I'm looking at Albuquerque and pop culture now.
So here, here,
Mm-hmm.
here, and then exit.
Sure, sounds reasonable.
Alright. Hope there's a store somewhere. Let's see. I think I could fight a dual laser and some type of bomb. Probably.
Go for it. All right, I looked up Albuquerque and pop culture. Got like two totally separate trains of thought happening.
What type of bomb is it?
Apparently, various bands or musicians
Another one.
like to sing about stopping in Albuquerque. So Aerosmith did that, Led Zeppelin did that, the Yardbirds, Tiny Bradshaw. They all have a song that mentions stopping in Albuquerque.
I really wish they would hit me less. And they... Okay, this is the second time in a row they've bombed my med bay for some reason.
They don't want you, getting better from sicknesses.
Yeah.
That's right, Stu. Bugs Bunny made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. By the way, welcome, Stu.
It took like 3 hull damage.
Ryan says Doogie Howser was born in Albuquerque.
I need to
Wait,
repair this.
Doogie Howser the character, or do you mean Neil Patrick Harris? What's going on?
I need to repair my hull, is what I said.
Yes, you do. Your hull is a mess already.
6 hull.
The Partridge Family sang a song called Point Me in the Direction of Albuquerque. There's a character in Plan 9 from Outer Space who says,
Hey, there's a store in my path.
referring to Albuquerque, that's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Okay, so I should get the backup DNA bank.
Hold
I should first repair.
on, you
Should have checked
got scrap recovery arm.
Yeah, I know.
So Stu said, I haven't figured out the point of FTL. You keep encountering ships, but how do you win? So the goal is you have to get to the end.
You have to get to sector 8.
Right, there are 8 sectors, so each screen we see on that kind of
This map.
this map, there's 8 of
There's
these.
another store.
And once you get to the eighth one, you basically fight a final boss. And I'm wondering if I should risk spoilers. Yeah, the whole game, the whole stream is a spoiler basically. So there's 3 forms to the boss. You beat him first time, and he reforms, and he's a little more dangerous. And then you do the same again, and then you finally win the game. The plot is, the storyline is you belong to the Federation of whatever the hell. It's just a Federation. And there's the evil rebellion, so it's kind of like Star Wars, but the opposite. You were opposite of who's good and who's evil. Or maybe it's all relative. But the Federation, you're a Federation ship, and you have some special data that you've stolen from the rebellion, and you're trying to get it back to your fleet. But you see this arc on the left.
I feel like I could have gone to so many more jumps. I know this is not related, but
The arc is the rebel, and their entire fleet is closing in on you. They're chasing you.
specifically you.
And if you get caught in there, you have to fight just one rebel ship at a time. They don't put the whole fleet at you at once.
So, chain ion. I could sell my chain ion. Or my medbot dispersal, or both.
Sorry, why do you want to sell?
But I don't think there's even anything worth buying, really. So
There is, but flak base is
Well-
going to cost a lot of money.
I'm not gonna buy. I mean,
Flak
that's
200.
not. I don't have enough money. Unless I want to sell like everything,
Yeah, I'll do that.
which I could, but I don't think I should. So
Ryan
I'm
says when you
just
say get to Sector 8, I just picture Simpsons comic book man. Get to Sector 8.
investigate.
How's that game you keep playing, Stu? I only was able to watch one of your streams. It's called 2064 or something like that. I think you streamed it 3 times. I watched one of them.
Oh, I have a unhealed guy.
What?
An unhealed guy.
An unhealed guy. Willow the
He's
NG.
he's just there, not healed. Repaired, I guess. He's an NG.
Hmm?
Is it repaired because he's an NG?
Yeah, maybe he gets repaired.
I'm just gonna turn off my oxygen for a little bit just to heal
You
him.
don't need to breathe, right?
No.
Yeah, Stu. I was playing that. It was so much talking, especially when you were talking to that person or robot, I guess, with the voice of the same voice actor as Clem from The Walking Dead. It was like that intro was like a half hour of her talking. At least it felt like that. But yeah, Stu says way too much talking, but I'm trying to get through it. It sounds like it's a case of I just want to finish it to say I did, even though it's not too enjoyable. But I don't. Maybe I'm reading a little too much into your comment. And Stu also says the robot Turing is the absolute worst.
Nope.
Yeah, that was her name, Turing. Stu says you're exactly right. He just wants to complete it just to say he did. Maybe there's a really good part at 85% into the game. It gets really good for like 5%, and then
What
it
game?
gets bad again. Some adventure game that Stu got from I think it's a couple of years old. It's called 2064 Read Only Memories. It's a kind of a puzzly adventure game where there's a lot of talking.
Ah. Alright, so this ship has mini beam, and I assume they probably have a drone.
Mini beam and a drone. Okay.
I assume. So they do have drones.
I see a beam. How do you know it's mini beam?
The mini beam.
Yeah, you're right. So he's got a. I think. Oh,
I don't know how I know. Like,
don't speak too loud.
sorry. Yeah.
Got a sleeping sister.
I don't know how I know the difference between all the
Anyway,
weapons.
what I was getting at is, I feel like I have a great handle on this game for the most part, and what I don't feel like I have a handle on is what Rob has a handle on. He can just glance at these ships before the weapons even protrude. Like they protrude when they're armed. And he'll say, "Oh, I can see he's got this, and that." I'm like, "Whoa, that's something I gotta learn." By the way, I gotta learn your skill there.
But the ship just has lasers, so it's not a big deal. Unless
Yeah.
I'm a stealth ship, which I'm not.
Ryan says Mark's Ralph is good, but his comic book guy is literally the same voice. I don't think I have the same voice as comic book guy. Stu does a lot of good voices too, especially that owl from what is it, King's Quest or something.
Right.
Should get him started. He's gonna be at his desk just doing that right now.
NG controlled or NG controlled?
NG or NG control.
I'm gonna say NG controlled.
I said I had this on iPhone for a while. It was a cool game. Wait, FTL?
I had it on my iPad, but I couldn't get it on iPhone.
Yeah, it's only on iPad, not iPhone. You would think iOS is iOS, but not always. So they kind of basically said they could not fit all these,
Yeah.
all the user interface buttons and stuff on a small screen. So they made it iPad only. Piloting.
Yeah. Well, I shot their piloting, but they repaired it.
Your piloting got shot too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot their piloting with my ion.
Did you ever get good at it, Ryan? A lot of people,
That's not good.
a lot of trouble with this game. It's weird how a lot of people. I'm not saying you do necessarily, Ryan, but I noticed that like probably like half the people don't get far in this game because they're like, I don't know what the hell to do. So it has a steep learning curve, is what I'm getting at.
I just learned by watching you play.
I learned it from watching you. It's funny because I don't have a huge amount of patience for, games with steep learning curves anymore. But when I got this game, I don't know, I just kept persisting. It just felt so different and neat and awesome. But Ryan says he went back to playing pinball on his iPad. Cool.
I'm gonna go
I still
here
think
and then
those
to the store.
virtual pinball tables are super cool. Hey, Arturo is here. Welcome, Arturo. And he says Sag. What does Sag mean? I
That's
saw you
a
say that before about Donald Trump.
that's a Twitch emote that just means sad basically.
Oh, okay. No, let's not get into Donald Trump, by the way. Okay, so this is Sag. It's a Pepe kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah. He's sad.
How are things in Hidalgo, Arturo? Do you have lots of fireworks right now too? I don't even have fireworks right now. I don't know how we were talking about that.
Anything really worth buying here? I don't. Shield charger booster maybe.
Yeah, I like Shield Charge Booster. It's not, a game changer, but it's nice.
I think I'm just gonna. I'd rather just save up for extra layer of shields. I think I should sell the chain ion.
You didn't read my previous comment, Arturo?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, there's FTL, you mean, right?
I'm gonna sell the chain ion. Sold it. So I just need to fight like one ship, and then I can get a upgrade to my shields.
All right. How far have you gotten, Arturo? You got up to the flagship, I think, didn't you?
That's worth it. Now I can probably get that
You
upgrade.
should try to show or explain what you're doing.
Oh, so I
just
got a reactor upgrade for cheaper than it would have cost me to buy this.
So the random event gave him the opportunity to buy one of these power bars for his reactor.
So I need 7 scrap still. So I gotta work for that.
Ryan says Pepe the Frog is my favorite co-opted right-wing hate cartoon character. Yeah, yeah. We used to have Pepe as an emoji, Slack emoji at work, and then I noticed he disappeared after that aforementioned co-opting. Arthur says I've killed the second version of the flagship. Oh, that's good. The last. Wait. I've killed the second version of the flagship, but never made it to the last one. I guess you never defeated the last one you made, right?
Okay, there's 3 phases, I guess.
3 phases. And Stu says power bars are okay, but I like Cliff Bars. Cliff Bars.
Taste like cliffs.
What was the Simpsons parody of that? Was it Power Sauce or something? Power Sauce?
Power glove.
No, not the Power. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. How about we do a dual stream, guys? While he's playing FTL, I will play the mini asteroids right here. And I'll do it backwards like this too.
Sorry for coughing into the microphone.
You should mute yourself when you do that.
What is this?
Yeah, we got
I don't know.
asteroids coming, baby.
Can you look this up? I assume it's nothing bad. I just wonder what this means.
Short. Okay. I'm gonna steal the mouse cursor. Gratitude. All right, so you can just Google for a few words from one of these situations, and you usually find the wiki that takes you right to the event. So basically, where is it?
It's the
Right,
NG Crew one.
Right. So if you choose the NG Crew one, the blue one.
What? Oh, it's asteroids.
You choose that blue one. Oh, come on! Why did it jump like that? Hold on. My brother decided to jump, scroll right when I was reading. Okay. You receive a low amount of scrap and a weapon, and your ship is prepared for 10 hull damage. And the quest marker that it's your map.
What does the quest marker do?
Quest marker is Hidden Federation base.
Isn't that for unlocking a ship? I think that might be the
Uh,
NG ship. No?
no. You can get more stuff from it, basically. You could get
Oh,
one option is high amount of scrap in a drone
you can get a
or
crew member.
random crew member, etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I guess I should do that because
I remember the volume on this thing. There we go.
a chain burst laser. That's pretty good.
There, let me just put this in the format. Okay. Oh, good.
Chain
You
burst
can
laser.
take the mouse again. So let's see what Arturo said. I kill it then die to a random ship when trying to get some hit points back. Oh, like a fleet ship. Okay. Let's see if I can do this, guys. How do I start it?
Can I? I just want to see. Can I upgrade my shields yet? I can.
I can't really see. I have to make this bigger.
Steal the
Oh,
mouse.
sorry.
It's fine.
Okay, let's do it real quick.
Important.
It's important. You gotta see the asteroids game. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna see it in the window. Unfortunately, it's kind of a reflection. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done, but that's saying a lot. Okay, where's my thrust button? So this is thrust in a. Alright. Did I die? I'm still alive. Somehow.
Here's a quest from.
We.
Here's a quest from that last event. Defense drone.
Alright, Bob got a defense drone. I could use one about now.
In asteroids.
In asteroids.
That would be helpful.
Game over.
Why does it make your mouse bigger if you shake it?
That's just a thing to help you find your mouse cursor.
Oh, I was just kind of doing that. Sure.
Yeah, so, Ryan's asking about when do I want to play B-17 Bomber. That's a good question. I'll do this. I'll do this sometime soon.
Oh,
I have a
they're gonna
couple of
warp me.
things that I've been telling people I'm going to do soon, but I haven't gotten around to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to play B-17 Bomber, maybe a Let's Practice stream. I'm going to do a Let's Practice King of Fighters too, one of them. I don't know which one. And do a Monday Mame again. I'm going to try to get back on track with that. Maybe some SNES games. At some point, I have to play Chrono Trigger as well.
Willow and Markle are gonna go beat up Hector.
Willow and who? Markle? Is
Yes.
that like my name crossed with Urkel? Markle. Mark Urkel is Markle.
Urkel.
Whoops. This is a cool little thing. I want to try to collect a bunch of these. These are by New Wave Toys. This is not a commercial, by the way. It's a replica of asteroid. It's I think 1/6 the size.
Alright, I killed them. I blew them down.
You got this cool little glowing marquee. Not showing up too well on the camera, but
I could go to the store. I shouldn't, because if I go to the store, then I'll have to backtrack.
yeah. What do you need the store for? Anything specific?
I don't know. I have money, and I think I could buy something.
Can you make it to the exit in time, though?
Probably.
Let's count it.
Like there. So it's like 1, 2, 3.
Wait, 1, 2. You have
4.
to go. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the exit.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think it's
1, 2, 3. No, you're gonna have to fight one fleet.
Alright. Just go here then.
Stu said this is a racist game. The bad guy is named Hector. What? I don't
I
get.
don't get it either.
I like Hector Salamanca. And Arturo says Hectors are always evil. It's a fact. Okay. Like Hector Salamanca.
That just proves the point.
But yeah, all the names are randomly generated, so he could easily have, Rob Bob could easily have a guy named Hector.
Everyone on my crew could be named Hector.
Actually, they randomly generate. They're randomly assigned. So there's a list of, like a dictionary of
Yeah.
names, and it just kind of randomly throws them around.
And Hector's a name. There's also Butters.
Yes, there's also Butters
I could buy.
and Cartman. No, there's no Cartman.
So I could buy an NG for 25 scrap,
Mhm.
or an NG for 52 scrap. I think I'm gonna buy the 52 scrap one.
And none of them have skills.
Yeah, so there's no point in buying the 52 scrap one. Oh, more NG for me.
Okay, I'm gonna sit tight for a moment, guys. I'm gonna open our door because it's a little hot in this room right now.
Okay.
We just have to not yell or we'll wake up the little one.
I have to not yell.
Be right back, guys.
Mantis or Rebel? Oh,
Sorry, I'm stealing this. I'm being terrible by stealing the mouse cursor unannounced.
okay. So, which one? Rebel or Mantis? I guess I'll do Mantis. Let's see. Nothing here because there is never anything there when you first jump there. I'm gonna upgrade my engines because that's a good idea. Could also probably get this chain laser up eventually. Up and running. Okay. There's this event again.
Okay, I'm back. I just didn't want to like stand up and have you see the camera at crotch level, basically. Nobody wants to see that. So
All
now
right.
we have this.
I
this
don't think
event
I'm gonna do it this time. Wait, that's not the right thing.
He almost opened it. Ryan says you should be playing a stand-up arcade. You had a deal, Mark? Nah. I like Galaga, but I'm not like a huge fan. It wouldn't be worth having like a fairly significant portion of a room
Oh.
dedicated to that.
So here's a ship without shields in asteroids. So that's gonna go well for them.
He's complaining about asteroids, huh?
It's almost like FTL stole the name from this game.
Yes, asteroids were invented by who is this? Atari?
Should have muted again, but I forgot.
1979 Atari.
Who's texting me? Hold on.
Ryan says that price I'd buy it, and I hate. Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you have to think of things like clutter and space. Like if I get if I got like a full MVS Neo Geo system, which would be super awesome to me, and it was free, well, I was gonna say I was possibly still reject it because I wouldn't have the space. But you know what? I'm lying. I would take it. I would take it. In the worst case, I would just store it somewhere in like my basement.
Mm.
But you always have to consider like clutter and how to store it as part of the cost almost, right?
So it's not free.
In this case, Ryan's referring to, by the way, there was a arcade, what's it called? Arcade 1-Up arcade machine of Galaga available about a half-hour drive from where we live, and it was $100, which is a good deal because those things are usually something like what 300 or 400 used, and new they're like what maybe 500 or 600. I don't know exactly. And yeah, so I was tempted for a moment, but I opted against. I actually can't lie. I did say, and I told Ryan this, that if it went as low as $50, I would just go get it. But somebody else nabbed it.
They have a missile and a ion. I think, is that a stun ion?
That's a good point. Ryan said I would honestly I'd store it to try to trade for what I want. Yeah, it has value besides, like you can always even sell it.
Okay. So
Yeah, go ahead. I'll stop babbling.
My 3 NGs are now gonna gang up on this mantis.
Jeez. Hey, 3 NGs are stronger than a mantis.
It's
Oh, and they
true.
all have the healing
Actually, I think
thing.
they're slightly stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically,
A mantis is 1.5 or 1.25 person.
what's it, 1.25 or
I
1.5?
think it's 2.5.
Alright.
Let me just.
I don't know, I think it was 1.5.
And I'm gonna do my defense drone.
Anyway, let's see. Catching up to the chat again. Stu says, how long were you attempted for? 0.34 seconds, sir. For an android, that is nearly an eternity. Oh, is that a data reference? Guess it's probably data from Star Trek.
So the defense drone just didn't shoot at the rocket, the missile, the last time.
It happens. They're defective sometimes.
Yeah. Looks like I actually killed their mantis. It teleported away, but I didn't see it open the door, which means it died.
By the way, Ryan, you say you wanted the Rampage arcade one, but it's not made anymore. But by the same token, I want the Dragon's Lair, one of these, replicated by New Wave Toys. But that's out of stock too. It's sold in. That's actually how I first heard of these things, because it sold out like. I don't know the numbers, but it was something like they sold out 1,000 in 10 minutes or something like that.
Wow.
And,
That's 1 every 6 seconds?
yeah, I guess. And
What?
I do the math actually.
The jump imminent.
Oh.
What? It looks like my drone has
Yeah,
just shot that.
You hit their piloting.
But to take it out.
No.
Alright, I'll just see what I can do.
No, you can't do anything.
Nope. That's so annoying. I could. Should I? I think this just gives you a quest that tells you where they are.
I don't remember.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, quest marker. Wow.
How did they jump here in one jump?
Fireworks.
Yeah, they're setting off fireworks.
Fireworks are happening.
How did they jump here in one jump?
They're very good at jumping. They're long jumpers.
They're professional Olympic
And Ryan
in
said
the
they're
Olympics.
making an arcade one up, Dragon Lair. And Stu says Dragon's Lair, in case people don't know.
Alright, do I
It's
risk a crew map for a little scrap?
giant alien spiders are no joke.
Not gonna.
Dragon's Lair is a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue a fair princess from the clutches of an evil dragon. I don't do that voice well. But that's actually a fun game to leave on like the attract mode on my arcade cabinet, which I'm literally leaning on with my elbow right now. The fun attract mode.
Let me do this. I muted before I coughed.
Thanks, Stu. Stu said not bad. Yeah, I have to practice, but I think I could do pretty good with some practice.
Alright, first ship with 2 shields. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright, get the group of NGs to bully the mantis.
By the way, guys, yesterday my boss subscribed to my channel, so I have to be good and stop talking bad about him. Like last week, I said that he likes to bring pictures of cider from the other floor of the office. I'll stop calling him a drunk now.
The missile just hit my combat drone.
Oh shoot!
No, I can't shoot them for a little bit. Oh, might as well activate a defense drone. I decided to not shoot.
Alright.
Alright, combat drone. I'm wasting so many drones. This using 3 drone parts. Also, they got their shields back.
Maybe we should play more of the other game from these guys.
Into the Breach.
Into
Yeah.
the Breach. It's pretty good. It's a lot of a it kind of stresses your brain in a different way from this game. It's more like chess-like, and I'm not good at like thinking 3 moves ahead and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good game, and I wouldn't mind trying it again.
Yeah, I'm not good at thinking more than maybe the next turn. If I even bother to think that far ahead.
Well, you're pretty good at chess. But
Mm.
yeah, it's definitely a good game though. I wouldn't mind playing more of it. And Stu says, in the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your effort to reach the dragon's lair. Is that from the sequel? Or is that actually in the first one too? Lead on adventure, your quest awaits. I'm trying to think. Is that in the first one? I'm sure Stu will tell me in like 3 seconds.
Uh, give us all your stuff.
You demand surrender of their goods.
Of course, it says like it doesn't. It appears they're not outfitted for combat, and they just have these weapons and
It
drones.
appears they're just hiding that giant rocket launcher in their behind.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try it, Stu.
No, I forgot. They didn't have. They have a anti-drone
Oh,
thing.
so Rob sicked his defense drone on them, and their anti-drone drone got his drone.
Anti-drone drone
got his drone.
shot my drone.
My drone got shot by an anti-drone drone. Drone.
I'm droning on about drones.
Good one.
Maybe he'll shoot the drone bay, whatever it's called.
Maybe the anti-drone drone will drone the drone to drone.
You know what? They don't. Let me do that, and maybe I can jump away before them.
Oh, they're jumping, huh? You
Yeah.
just eye on their pilot, but they're still jumping.
Yeah. I get to jump away first.
All right, Rob escapes. Okay, Stu gives me the second line. You control the actions of a daring adventurer, finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles.
Not obstacles.
In the mysterious caverns below the castle, your odyssey continues against the awesome forces that oppose your effort to reach the dragon's lair. I wonder who that announcer is. He's got a nice voice.
Is there anything I want here, really? Besides fuel?
You do need fuel. Give me fuel, give me fire.
I'm gonna get some. I'll go up to like 10. Or, yeah.
Sure, not a bad idea.
Actually, if I got one less, I could have bought like a
I was
mantis.
gonna say you should do all the math about what you want to buy first before you start
too late.
picking one of them. But yeah. So now your mantis cannot join the crew.
I'll get a little extra.
And anything you can sell?
I mean, I could, but
Eh.
what do I want to sell? Like maybe the mid-butt dispersal.
That would be your call. That is very handy.
It's just like better against fighting borders.
Yeah, that could be very nice. I wouldn't sell it. I don't know. What do you think, Arturo? Should he sell stuff to buy a mantis?
I think I'm gonna keep this because I don't really care about a mantis.
Okay, too late. He has made his decision.
So that means I'm gonna chase the mantis that jumped away.
Are you streaming something tonight, Stu? Are you continuing 2064? Whoa.
I think, no. I was thinking this is like the mantis, quest to get the ship, but I'm pretty sure
Whatever his name is.
that's Kazakhpath, yeah.
That's not him.
No, this isn't him. So,
It's a mega mantis ship.
there's a similar one. I think it's to unlock the rock ship though.
Stu is thinking of streaming the Arcadia 2001 game. Tanks a lot, but I'm not ready. What is it? Is that like tank, like an artillery tank game, or just a stab in the dark?
I don't think this is a good idea, and I'm gonna do it.
Hold on. You can't have 3 NGs fighting 2 mantises. You have to drain the oxygen on them. That's all.
They have med bots.
Yeah, it's still gonna be rough though. You're about to lose one of them. Like about to ish, and they're barely even hurt. No, you should just drain the oxygen.
No, I want to
You
fight
don't agree?
No.
I'll do it your way. What is Arcadia 2001? I never.
Yeah, I think you were right. Oh, jeez. With 5 health to spare.
Jeez. Get the hell out.
Alright, I'm just gonna
I
do
was
what you
saying,
said.
Arcadia 2001 is not something I had ever had on my radar. I don't know if I've ever, I was gonna say I never heard of it. Maybe I have. I don't even remember, but it's from '82. So this is actually a few years after in television came out. Even I think that was '80 in television. But it looks a lot like it. The controller is the same controller or very similar. What is that? It has a stick though instead of a disc. And Stu has
Ugh.
played a few games from it, but yeah, I really don't know this system at all.
They have decided that not suffocating is good.
But looking at video game critics' summarization of, or their review, I guess you could say, of the system, they say they give it a rating like A, B plus in a bunch of different categories. They say I won't go through all the text, but they say console design C plus, durability B, media D minus, packaging D, games F, audio F, collectability F. Whew.
Do they hit it with a hammer or something for durability?
Yeah, I guess. And they say the pros and cons. A pro is it's fun to mock the games and instruction manuals. Cons. Few decent games, expensive and hard to find, packaging looks like crap.
Uh,
Wow.
Guess they don't like it.
But it's fun to mock it.
Well, that's a pretty good upside, so I think I might have to get it.
They say there are very few exceptions of good games. Cat's Tracks comes to mind, though, as a good game.
Please.
A few of them are broken out of the box like Space Vultures. Have you tried Stu Cat's Tracks? Because they say that's actually a good game for it. And Stu says, by the way, I'm catching up on Stu now. He says, it's basically the same exact controller as in television, he's saying, except you can screw on the joystick thing similar to the SMS controller. And Stu says, my dad once hit my NES with a hammer. That was the end of it. Oof.
Why? Why would he do that?
Well, I won't get into Stu's domestic issues when he was a child, but
Ah.
apparently Stu made him angry too much, or something like that. Or maybe it was an accident. Maybe he just dropped the hammer. Oops, I dropped the hammer, Stu. Sorry. Maybe Stu was rebelling. He's like, I'm gonna go out and stay out all night, Dad. You can't stop me. And Stu's dad was like, oh yeah, this is a hammer. This is your NES.
So I think I might take this because if I get their heavy laser and I can use my chain laser at the same time
Mhm.
instead of my ion blast. So I think
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
it's one power or two. One power. Yeah, that's not bad. And Stu says, I have cat tracks. That's next after. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Most of the games are hard to find because the system is so obscure. That is obscure, yeah. Because I've heard of most of, that era of consoles. But I don't think I heard of Arcadia until you played something with it, Stu.
I should use the hotkeys for crew members more. It's just the
Yes,
F
you should.
keys.
And Stu also says he was angry that I was playing with it instead of doing my homework. Ooh. Remember they had that lock for your NES? It was I think it was a combination lock. You would plug it into the cartridge slot, and it was supposed to be to get your kids to, you want to lock them out basically. I think NES was when video games pretty much became super mainstream. So it was you could probably watch 20 Tony reports about kids being video game addicted around that era. Things like that. So, I'm gonna have to watch Cat Tracks because that's the best game for the system. I gotta see what it's like at its peak. They actually say the graphics may look impressive at first blush, but rampant slowdown and choppy animation usually render the gameplay marginal at best.
What what console is this again?
It's called Arcadia 2001, which came out in 1982. Now, back in the 80s and 90s, everybody named like products and software and everything. They like to name things 2000 or 2001. Like it could be like, this is the arcade system 2000, and that sounded awesome and futuristic. But obviously, in the year 2020, it doesn't sound futuristic. The funny thing is, I worked for a company very briefly in 2015, and they had a software product that used the word, the number 2000 in its name. So I was kind of like, really? That's what you're calling it? Uh,
Ugh.
Stu also said a whole bunch of the games were not released in the US, and some reviewers aren't familiar with those. Some of those non-US games are supposedly the best ones. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like you got to go on this treasure hunt for extremely rare games to find the good ones. I should pay attention to your game more. Where are we at? You're just fighting a Mantis Interceptor that has a big fat missile.
I don't want to use my defense drone, but I think I will have to.
Now you got 12 drones.
Yeah, just like being greedy with them.
Yeah, but
That's fine.
when you have 12 and you don't really have any, you're
Yeah.
not anticipating a need to turn on a drone with every
Oh,
single
I don't
fight.
need to use it.
Huh?
I don't need to use it.
Okay, you took out the missile.
I also gave it a breach. And my NG is single-handedly defeating a Mantis in combat. Oh, he ran away.
Bravely ran away.
And now he's dead.
And Ryan says, wife has her wine. She's watching NCIS. She's good. Did she watch the hacking scene? That's my favorite scene in NCIS.
I could get a sensors upgrade.
Did I show you the hacking scene from NCIS?
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. You're trying to figure out what to buy here.
What is it? No, there's a store that I want to go to.
The hacking scene from NCIS, by the way, is I don't know the characters or anything in the show. I haven't really watched it, but there's a couple of them like that kind of gothy looking lady and some guy. They're at a computer and suddenly their computer has like all these weird things popping up and they're like, "We're being hacked!" And then the two of them together start mashing on the keyboard like this at the same time.
They're programming at the same time.
And they say, "We haven't seen code like this before." And then one of the other characters comes in while they're all freaking out, and he has the bright idea of just pulling the plug, and he's like, but she didn't think about that, guys. And that is the infamous NCIS hacking scene in a nutshell.
So I could get a Mantis. That could be good to fight people instead of having 3 NGs gang up on one guy.
Look, it's 1.5 damage for.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay.
It's the 1.2 times for the speed.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit faster. Doesn't really help you that much. Their 1.25 move speed. I could, I guess, occasionally.
It's better than not having it.
Sure.
Anyway, I think I should get Yaz, or I could get these two guys. The 2 humans. I'm not gonna though.
Ryan says NCIS is made for boomers. Every friggin' episode proves it. And Stu says my daughter watches NCIS. So
She
I
a
guess
boomer?
Stu's daughter is a boomer, which means Stu is older than we thought. Actually, I remember in the hacking scene I was just telling you about, referring to the guy who unplugged the computer. I remember somebody in the YouTube comments said, "Classic boomer move."
Think this
How
is worth
did you
it.
think about unplugging it, you morons? Sorry, what is this?
I think I'm gonna upgrade my
Oh yeah,
pilot.
not bad. 11 scrap for the piloting subsystem upgrade.
Alright. Now I get a little autopilot, I guess.
Hmm?
That's what the upgrade
Yes.
does.
Yeah, so when you have your piloting system upgraded, your pilot can step out of the room and you still have a chance of evading.
It's pretty
you know,
small though.
And you can still charge your FTL drive too.
Okay. And I get to see them because I have a Mantis on sensors.
Stu says she's almost but not quite 18. Okay, so she's not a boomer, and you're not a boomer either. Okay, boomer.
Alright. Jose stands no chance.
Jose. You're killing Jose, are you racist? He's a stand-in for a Latino guy, so Arturo is very offended right now. Because Jose represents the Latinos in this game and you're killing him. Right, Arturo? he, I'm only 100% joking, by the way. Arturo would not be mad about that. By the way, guys, a totally random thing. My dad just told me he found the receipt for the game Magician Lord that he bought me in January 1992.
I missed. He still has it?
Yeah, he
You
found
didn't
the
throw
receipt.
it out?
I didn't reply to him yet, but I'm going to tell him to hold on to it just so I can show it on a stream. I could have a Magician Lord stream and I'll show the receipt and everything. My dad actually paid $200 for this in 1992.
Did he pay $200?
That's how much the Neo Geo games cost in 1992.
Wow.
Like, cost more now, actually.
It's a
That was
lot.
the thing. It was like the rich kids console. It was like the 16-bit era, Sega Genesis and all that. But this was, Neo Geo was like the hardcore system. Really though, unless you were like super, super into like marginally better graphics. It wasn't really insanely better graphics. Really though, there were a lot of really cool games that you can't find elsewhere. Oh, probably now you can find them all on Switch and stuff. But anyway, I'm babbling. But the point is, it was way overpriced. Even though I have a strong fondness for Neo Geo, it was $400 for games meant I had 4 games ever. You can see 3 of them over there. One of them came with the system, and my dad bought the other 3. That's very good of him. One of them was used, so it was half price. Basically, he spent $500 on Neo Geo stuff for me.
So if you had 4 games, then that's $800?
If you bought them all new, yeah. So he bought 2 new and 1 used, and
Ah.
those were like presents. Like one was a Christmas present. That was Magician Lore, and the other was Fatal Fury was a 8th grade graduation present for me. And then Alpha Mission 2 he bought used. Nom 1975 came with the system. But he liked to play them too, so that kind of helped me. He liked the system. He played a lot of Alpha Mission 2. He liked shoot 'em ups. Yeah, Stu basically summed it up here. He said you didn't get a Neo Geo unless you were super into money.
Alright.
No, I wasn't a little rich boy. I was probably a little on the spoil side, but the Neo Geo was free, as you know, because I won it on a game show. It also came with the 2 controllers at NOM 1975. But I got to rent several games too, which was fun. So even though I couldn't really accumulate a collection of greater than 4, there was a store where you could just rent games. You couldn't go to your like Blockbuster and rent Neo Geo games, but there was like kind of a mom and pop style video game store, and they had them available. So that was cool. I tried several games that way. That's about it. By the way, I mentioned I got Magician Lord for Christmas, and I also mentioned that the receipt said January 92. So the discrepancy there, right? And that's because actually my dad bought me the game Ninja Combat, which was a beat 'em up. I think I talked about this on a previous stream. Ninja Combat was a 2-player beat 'em up. Me and my brother tore into that, and they didn't limit your continue, so it was just like, yeah, let's play, keep continuing, continue. And we beat the whole game in a half hour, and we were like, that's it. And then I kind of almost felt bad. Wait, my dad shelled out all this money, and that's the whole game. We played through it. And so he actually went to the store and got it. He got them to let him exchange it. And so he got Magician Lord. And that was, by the time he did that, it was January of the following year. The Magician Lord had a lot of replay value for me, and I liked it quite a bit. Ryan says, I remember a Ma and Pa store that rented Neo Geo. My friends and I didn't know what they were. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing probably that we had here. It was actually originally rental only. That was the idea SNK had. It was like they came up with the MVS, which was the arcade unit, and they said, well, I want to have the home system. They said, I want to make it so people can play it at home too, but it would be like a rental thing. Because nobody, I guess their idea was nobody want to pay that much for it. but then something changed their mind. Maybe there was some surprise demand, maybe people asking for it, or maybe they said, why don't we just sell it and see what happens? If people buy it, then cool.
Worst case scenario, they get money.
Well,
I
it's
guess.
some upfront costs to put out a product,
Yeah, but
or to produce a large amount of them, and they're not sure if they're all going to sell. But yeah, basically it didn't sell that well because the prices are insane.
okay. Rock ship with a flak.
Stu says all the games look basically the same though with giant sprites. I love giant sprites, so it was cool to me. But really,
Oh,
by the time I kind of gave up on my home Neo Geo AES, I kind of like shifted over to PC gaming more, maybe around 93 or so. Pretty much the best games, like 90% of the best games came out after that point. Like all the Samurai Showdown games, all the King of Fighter games, all the Metal Slug games, and a lot of other cool stuff too.
they have a flak, by the
They have
way.
a flak.
Flak Mark 2 even.
No.
And they're shooting it.
Okay.
And it's gonna hurt
And
me.
you missed a lot.
And they missed a lot.
You could put on a defense drone.
Yeah.
You have to turn off combat drone in that case.
Or I could take out their weapons. I think taking out their weapons. I did it.
Ooh,
Well, that's 2 damage.
that looked worse than it was.
Yeah.
Like you see all the stuff. Ryan said, I didn't really go to arcades. I grew up in rural Maine. I was mostly a kid who just played like you go to like your parent or whoever has to stop at the drugstore or at you know wherever so drugstore or a pizza place or something, and while you're waiting, there's an arcade unit there. And that was like how I did most of my arcade play, just playing like random, you know, cabinets that they had in the corner at like delis and drugstores and things. But I wasn't really one who hung out in arcades too much, but there was a place called Spaceplex here on Long Island. I did go there several times. And then, unfortunately,
Wait.
Spaceplex made it
Oh,
into
they.
the news when some girl was kidnapped there.
Oh.
It was kind of a nationwide news story. A girl named Katie Beers was kidnapped from Spaceplex. And they closed not too long after that. I don't know if the closing was related to people, like parents not wanting their kids to go there or what. Yeah, yeah, Stu, that's what I'm talking about too. It's like every store had an arcade machine, like the the laundromat, pizza store, etc. I kind of wish there was still some of that. Guess I'm just wishing for the olden days. But the funny thing is, even though Spaceplex closed, a new store or a new arcade sort of thing replaced it called Sports Plus. No, that was not the same location, was it? It was roughly in the
I
same
think
area,
I'm
but
gonna
not the
jump
same
away
location.
because
Never mind.
they're hurting me a lot with that flak.
Yeah, that flag is nasty. But yeah, kidnapping is not a good look.
Yes.
But if anytime I went to like an amusement park though, like we have in Farmingdale here in Long Island, we have Adventureland. Most kids would be like the rides, go to the rides. I'd be like, go to the arcade. I'd do some rides too, but I was more interested in the arcade. Adventureland is still around, by the way, and we should go there sometime.
I'm not really into the rides.
Okay, well they have some rides that are fun, even if you don't like. I don't like too crazy rides either. I'm not into roller coasters or anything that like swings you around in a circle or lifts you up high. I'm not really into like a lot of crazy motion, but they have some fun stuff. You could go on like bumper cars, or they also have bumper boats. The last I looked, and a haunted house and stuff. I think Stu is referencing the haunted house right now. Hoot hoot! I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Why not? What's wrong with a little fun in the dark and adventure? Yeah, he's been there. Wasn't there the guy, the tree? There was the tree who says he once had a close shave with a chainsaw or something. Yeah, yeah, this is it. Stu's reciting it all. My idea of fun is not being chased by a man with a chainsaw. Chainsaw? I hate chainsaws. I once had a close shave with a chainsaw. Something like that. Yeah, yeah. He Stu knows it. Close shave with a chain. That's great. Yeah, with the haunted house. Oh my god.
I'm gonna.
Was one of the characters an owl? Is that the one who was saying hoot hoot? There was like a tree and an owl talking, I think. Maybe there was somebody else too. Stu says the line for that was so long I must have heard it 10,000 times. Yeah, that was the problem with amusement park. There probably still is a problem. It's just lines can be insane. I remember my dad taking us to Six Flags Great Adventure a few times, and you could like one of our favorite things to go on was the Roaring Rapids. It was literally like you stood there for a whole hour, maybe even longer. I don't remember. At the time, it felt like it was like 3 hours, but I was an impatient kid, so maybe it was 1 hour. But I don't have any desire to do that kind of thing actually. But wait, like it's the crowding and the waiting, the crowds. It's yeah. But we could try Adventureland. Maybe people aren't going because COVID.
Defense Drone Mark II. Those are okay, but
Those are yeah.
they're
Remember
not
we
as good.
right the defense too. They shoot like lasers to shoot down objects coming at you, but they're unreliable.
Because you want them to shoot the missile that can go through your shields, but
Mhm.
half the time they shoot the laser that'll just get hit by your shields.
Exactly. So they can target more things. And but what happens winds up happening is just what Rob Bob said. They will shoot a laser that's just going to get blocked by your shield anyway.
Mm.
When you want it to take out the missile that can get through your shield, or they also shoot like asteroids and things like that. So on the surface, they're wonderful because they can shoot more things, they shoot faster.
Well,
But
the Mark One can also shoot asteroids,
sure, okay, fine,
but yeah,
not the best example, but yeah, they just don't do they don't shoot down the right things.
they have a halberd beam, which is not good.
And
Also,
Ryan,
they have a defense Mark II and a ion or an anti-drone.
oh, uh,
That's I don't know if
just
I
shoot
can.
them then.
The only option I have, and I don't even know if I can really, because they're this thing.
Defense two. Oh, they have a defense two. Look at that. So they can shoot your heavy laser. Anyway, Ryan said, I just picture you and Stu growing up in New York dressed like newsies. I have no idea what you're talking about. Does newsies take place in New York?
Ah,
Anyway, that's New York City probably.
that's not good.
Long Island is not New York City. We're like Alabama, right? And what's happening? You're getting killed here, right?
Yeah, that's happening.
The Halberd beam got you?
Yes, it hit like 3 rooms, and I didn't have any shields up because of their stupid ion.
Might not be a bad idea to turn on like the fence, say two, just to shoot down. It can shoot
Or
ions, right?
or
Can it
this.
shoot ions? Or jump away? Fine.
Yeah, I think it can. I can shoot. I can't even think of. I don't know. I don't use it enough.
Stu's talking about Rye Playland. I guess that was in Rye.
Look at
I didn't
this
go there.
this ship. A lot of weapons.
Stu also said that we had a small amusement park near me in Brooklyn. Everyone called it Buddies
Buddy.
because that was the name of the burger joint attached to it, but it was actually called Fairyland. Hmm. Buddies. It sounds like they got their signs like wrong, so maybe Buddies was the more prominent one. So everybody called the amusement park Buddies.
Keep accidentally hitting these macro buttons.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I have a fancy gaming keyboard that I got recently, mostly for ergonomic reasons. But it has these macro buttons. You could probably program it to do something cool in this game. Just don't know what. I mean, you have hotkeys available for a lot of things.
pretty much everything has a hotkey.
Yeah, it would be useful if there's like a combo that would be good. I don't know what that would be though.
Uh,
And it could not involve the mouse or like
Okay,
reading from the screen.
so I'm at 2 hull.
Right, what can you do?
Okay,
Jump away again?
I really would like to go to a store. They have a pike beam that they're about to shoot, so I think that means it's my time to leave.
Okay, fair
Actually,
enough.
no, I still have shields. That's kind of
Hold on. Okay. You already fired. Got a lot of lasers coming though.
I'll see if one of them
So this one's
misses.
gonna hit you.
Yeah, that's not.
Jump, jump. And something about Ryan sitting liking to sit into the lab. Old
Another.
drunk ex-con Santa. Okay. Old drunk. He told me he had my baseball. I'm not gonna read it. My son is present, guys.
Not looking.
Yeah, you guys should save it for after Rob Bob goes to bed. Even then, I might just have to pretend I'm not seeing these things. Dude turns everything innocent into filth. Yeah, Stu, you got your mind in the gutter half the time.
I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna have to jump away. Hey, there's stores.
Oh, stores galore. Oh,
And
you need that
I need the fuel too.
fuel and healing.
Oh, it's close.
And some slugs.
I think I should buy 2 slugs and then leave.
And Nick Lang. Okay,
Too
careful,
bad.
slow down. You should do your math first before you pound buttons.
I'm just gonna hit every button.
He's pound buttons first, do math later.
I'll
But
get.
if you figure, if I had pounded the button one less, I could have bought this thing I want. Then
Yeah.
you can't undo the button pounding.
Well, I want to buy a slug because they're good, right?
Do you want a slug, really?
Uh,
You have it. Okay, I
That's-
guess you have one now.
that's my response.
Alright. I mean, yeah, every crew member is good to have, and slugs have their telepathy power.
Yeah, you can see where everyone is.
Are these like Wrath of Khan slugs, says student? No, they're sentient crew members who apparently can see into the enemy ship as if you had strong sensors just because they have some kind of telepathic power. And Stu also says, my little brother once ate half of a slug. Ugh. I have always found slugs, ever since I was a kid, to be like beyond disgusting. Like, I can't even look at one. I mean,
Oh, that's not good. I hope I don't have to fight a fleet here. I think I might.
I used to be afraid of walking around barefoot when I was a kid because I thought I would step on a slug. Really, they're totally harmless, except they eat your strawberries and stuff in the garden. That's really annoying,
And they're gross.
and they're gross. But imagine if they were carnivorous, though. There's actually a movie about that. It's called Slugs. And I remember seeing it on cable when I was a kid. I think on the USA Network or something like that. And it's about these really, really hungry carnivorous slugs.
So hungry that they eat humans.
They eat humans. Like there's one scene where I think it's a lady, maybe it's a man, I don't know, and he sits down in like a lazy chair kind of thing, but they were like all slugged in the crack, so basically they all devour him. I think there's one scene where somebody chopping lettuce and there was a slug in it, and they cut it, the slug, when they're chopping the lettuce, and they eat the lettuce, and they didn't realize they ate the slug, and for some reason that killed him from the inside. He's like barfing blood and stuff. So I guess the slug like grew back inside his stomach,
I got lucky.
and it ate him. What happened?
I got lucky.
By what? Oh, close call. Ryan, of course, knows slugs. He knows every bad movie that I know, like Samurai Cop.
That's a good movie.
What else we got here? A lot of Khan screaming.
Okay. So I'm in sector 5 and I only have 2 shields. That's not very good.
No, you need. The problem is you wind up spending a ton of money just trying to get your fuel and
Hull back.
hull
Yeah.
repaired. So you're already low on fuel yet again.
Go here.
And some of this stems from when you have to flee from too many combats. You wind up not picking up resources.
Yeah, it's not good. Alright, this one.
Ugh. So Stu said he found it on our porch when he was like 2, and he bit it in half before he could stop and move. Well, I guess he was too young to realize it was gross. So at least there's that.
At least he didn't think it was gross. I don't know.
Yeah. Get the defense on, yeah. You are at 6 drones. Okay. I would still use them heavily anyway. Maybe start being stingy when you're at like 2. Ryan said Italian horror movie made to be America. I guess American. So Slugs was Italian originally? Jeez. Ryan knows a lot about crappy movies more than I do. And I like crappy movies.
Got him. We got the pirates.
Ryan likes to watch Svengoolie too. That used to be our like family Saturday night tradition until we started the streams. Watch Svengoolie. It's actually a good movie on tonight. I recorded on DVR. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. It's House on Haunted Hill, which I believe has Vincent Price. I've never seen it, so actually I shouldn't say it's good, but I've heard it's good. And I kind of wouldn't mind seeing it.
Okay, I think I got I think I should use a defense drone.
Hmm?
They got a missile towards heading my way. I think I should.
Defensive. And Ryan says the best thing about Italian horror films is they'll introduce characters 3/4 in and give you no idea who they are or what they're doing.
What?
That's the best thing about it, right? I saw one. There's like a whole genre. Horror aficionados love it. It's called giallo. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
That's just. Is that just ice cream? Like.
No, not
Jello?
gelato.
Oh, gelato. No, I'm. That's just yellow. No, I'm thinking the wrong word.
So Rob Bob, take the time. I don't know Italian at all, but it's pronounced spelled Giallo.
Yeah, it's just yellow. It's in
Yellow.
Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
So giallo movies, they are they're kind of a combination of like mystery, detective, and horror, like gory horror. Strange combination. It seems to be exclusively Italian, mostly in like from like the 70s, I think. And I saw one of those. It was like basically a slow-paced kind of mystery, murder mystery, with the occasional like guy's head getting decapitated. You're like, whoa. Anyway, let's catch up here. Stu said it, I guess referring to House on Haunted Hill, it also stars Vincent Price. Ryan says it's good. The remake is trash. Okay. There's always room for yellow. That's Stu. Well, Ryan's got some insight here, right? That is cool. He says pulp books in Italy were yellow, so that's why they're called giallo.
Okay.
Am I saying it right, by the way? Giallo? Or is it
Giallo?
more like giallo?
Giallo.
I usually hear people saying giallo, but that's kind of like Americans tend to like
No, yeah, it's
not know how to like, they said the vowel syllables separately. They do that with Spanish speaking too. Or we do that, I should say.
I just got 3 misses in a row.
Talking like I'm not one of them. All right, I have to see a good giallo movie now. What's a good one, by the way, Ryan? I saw I think something by Dario Argento.
A laser that would have missed decided to hit my defense drone.
Oh, and here comes the missile now.
And now the missile's gonna.
I missed.
It missed.
By luck.
They gotta be low on missiles, right?
I don't know.
They've been shooting a lot. Oh wow, that's
The
good.
shield are on fire.
I haven't hit them once until just now.
Ryan was watching Zombie 4 before your stream. More than halfway in, they introduced 3 new characters and at no point said who they were. There's a Zombie 4? So, weird thing about Zombie.
They just took down, like, one of these lasers shot my combat drone.
Okay. So you're gonna fight him?
I think I could, except this gives me 2 drone parts. I would like it if it gave fuel. But I'm pretty sure there was.
Got a pile of missiles now.
Yeah, I want to, like, sell these in that one event. I'm just going to accept it.
Oh, another miss. Anyway, what were we gonna say?
Go to the
about
store.
Zombie. So Zombie, as I understand it, was called Zombie here in the U.S. But
Alright, I'm going to sell some stuff. I don't need this Defense Mark II.
Fulci, right? Lucio Fulci. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Fulci made Zombie, and he tried to market it as a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, which was called Zombie in Europe. So he called this movie Zombie 2, even though it had no relation to Dawn of the Dead, aka Zombie. And then he kept making sequels, Zombie 3 and apparently Zombie 4. But the
So
funny thing is it's just Zombie in the US because reasons.
I just bought
Zombie
a
2 is
shield.
Zombie in
I
the
bought a
US. You
shield.
bought a
I
shield.
I didn't buy the power for it, but I can just kind of shift around power for now, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you could disable oxygen and stuff.
Also, I sold Defense Mark 2 and an extra Defense Mark 1 that I had no use for.
Mm.
And I bought all the fuel that I could from there. Sure.
So you delayed by 2 jumps.
That's worth it
Yeah,
for
it's
my
worth it.
2 missiles. I have a surplus. Oh, game froze.
Oh, we got a beach pole of death.
There we go.
Okay.
This...
We're good.
Oh, froze again.
All right, let's just be patient.
Alright.
All right, let's check out the chat again. Ryan says that phenomena is great. By great, I mean bad great. Well, I'm learning some stuff here from Ryan. He knows a lot of bad movies like I do. He knows like more of it, I think. He says that he had the rights, the Italian Dawn of the Dead rights. Okay, so basically Fulci had the rights to Dawn of the Dead in Italy or Europe in general or something. And so he was able to call his movie Zombie 2 even though it bore no relation. And then he took it and ran. And Stu says Zombie is part of AVGN's Angry Video Game Nerds Chronologically Confused video. And Arturo's championing the Santo movies. He says, did Ryan know the Santo versus the Momias movies?
I could hire these guys, but I don't have enough money. So, no.
No new NGs for you. I feel like
I don't need more NG.
yeah, I think 2 NGs is about where
I have 3.
I feel like 2 is enough. If they were free, sure I'd take them. But
I don't think you can actually lose a crew member in this.
all right.
Yep.
You got stuff. Nice.
And I got a quest, which is
He knows Santo.
right here.
Santo. I watched one Santo movie recently. Actually, I wanted to check it out. I tortured my wife with it. Suddenly the music is loud.
Is it? I haven't noticed a difference. This guy has 3 shields.
3 shields. Do you have enough firepower for that? Ion and combat drone?
Yeah. I don't know if that's good, but I don't know what else I can do.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Santo live stream. Yeah, let's do that. We have to get yeah, who wants to, anybody want to watch that? We could do it on this Discord, I guess. Hijo del Santo. Yeah, we could have we could all watch on Discord and just chat. The one I saw was what the heck was it called? Santo versus the monsters? Or Santo contra las monstruos. And it was fun, I thought. You know, obviously it's low budget and kind of cheesy, or very cheesy. And I thought it was hilarious though when Santo is trying to kiss a woman and doesn't take off his mask. So his like lips are behind the mask and he's still doing that. Sue says probably an old drunk ex-con Santo with a baseball bat. That's Ryan's favorite Santo movie. Ryan says I love seeing monsters wrestle a person. If I was a vampire, I'd do more biting than wrestling. Okay. Imagine coming across an ageless vampire and he wants to wrestle you. Winner gets to keep their blood.
Alright, I should.
You might need oxygen soon.
Yeah, I do.
Sometimes it's good to breathe.
You can breathe. You just there's not a lot of oxygen in the air.
Oh, pike beam
Schultz,
and another NG.
This is my 4th NG. Pike beam is nice, I guess.
Imagine what that would do to morale in real life. It's like, all right, guys, we gotta, we need to maximize the power to all systems that we're gonna use for this battle. We need the shields. We need this weapon fully charged. We need this drone activated. So you guys, you don't get oxygen until we win this fight. I got it.
No, they get the oxygen, but the oxygen, like they have oxygen in the room still. They just don't get any generated oxygen.
But they can slowly detect that their breathing is more labored until there's nothing left. And then as they're gasping, they're like 5 gasps from death, and the captain turns it all again. All right, guys, we won. You can breathe, and then repeat. I've actually played games where I'm budgeting my power so tightly that it basically works like that.
Yeah.
And I was imagining if there was like a morale system in this game, they would
There isn't, obviously it doesn't work like that, but in, was it Captain's Edition?
Captain Edition, yeah.
The mod?
That's true.
It's like if you do bad stuff.
Yeah, that was actually interesting. An interesting mod.
I don't know what the, uh, downside of it is. Probably mutiny. Or
I don't
something
remember
like
if we
that.
saw. I think they just refused
Oh
their
yeah, they just
orders.
said no, yeah.
Yeah, you tell them to do something that's kind of like immoral when their morale is down, and they refuse to do it after a while.
Yeah.
Wait, Ryan says, I imagine when Arturo came to New York, you were both wearing masks and wrestled. Arturo replies, "You kid, but we did bring masks. Mark didn't get one because he went home early." I missed a lot of good stuff when the Mexican people hung out at work because my commute is so terribly long that I had to leave early. Like they were like, let's have an 8. One thing they did was let's have an 8 p.m. dinner at a restaurant or something.
I
I can't do that.
I activated my
What did you do?
defense drone and it like almost immediately got shot by something, I don't
All
know.
right, well just turn it on when it comes back online.
Yeah, I was drone parts and I'm gonna get hit here.
We both. Yeah, I think I saw one of the masks or a picture of somebody in a mask or two. I don't remember who it was. Was it Victor Puya?
To see a chicken?
Puya, not Puya. Sorry,
Ah.
I meant to say Kuya. I shouldn't say people's full name just because I'm paranoid about public stuff, but I just did.
This isn't looking like very good anymore. But once I run out of drone parts, I don't know what to do.
Okay, I mean, you can always prioritize anytime you hit a store, you buy 1 or 2 drone parts just to keep
Yeah.
the drone parts coming. But it would be nice if you could manage without it, I suppose. Maybe it'd be a good idea to. Well, what are you planning on spending your scrap on next? Weapons or what?
It probably like just being able to power better weapons.
Yeah, that's what I always try to do in this game is try to come up with my plan. What am I going to save up for next and about how much I need? So you should probably want to be able to activate maybe for starters the heavy laser at the same time as your ion blast. So that would just be 1 more power.
They keep bombing
You're
me.
getting murdered though.
At least I have all these engines.
Hold on. You got missiles coming and lasers, so you should turn on the fence drone again. I agree. The borders you're fine with, right?
Yeah,
Janice
I got
taking him out.
that. He's in the med bay, so it's fine.
Janice 2, Arthur, cool. But did you ever meet Janice in person? As Arturo versus Mark Fuerte. Mark Fuerte, that could be my wrestler name. I like that. Mark Fuerte. Marcos Fuerte. I'm not kicking you off, Rob Bob, not even close to it, but I'm just saying, what do you guys think I should do after this one goes to bed? I could take a crack at FTL myself. By the way, I actually scheduled a stream and we were totally planning to play Streets of Rage 4.
They shot my defense drone again.
Shot your defense running. But it turns out, and this is just a case for never bothering to game on a Mac, but I have a Mac right now. And since I upgraded to their latest operating system, Big Sur, the Xbox wired controllers don't work anymore. Basically, the driver is written by some random guy. It's an open source thing. And Big Sur breaks it. And the guy who maintains that driver doesn't want to bother fixing it. So I basically learned today that I cannot use Xbox controllers on my Mac anymore, even though that's what I usually do use. So so we were all psyched to play Streets of Rage 4 tonight. So then, at about 8 o'clock, about an hour before the stream start, we had to do a test run just to make sure everything works. I thought maybe we could, acquaint ourselves with the controls a little bit. But no such luck. We couldn't even get the controllers to work, and it's a known problem, unfortunately. So that just reinforces my, drive to just buy a regular PC running Windows for gaming purposes. It's like, Apple will just abandon old stuff and not give a crap.
Can you look up this one?
Sure. But I have been waiting for these crazy video card prices to come down, and they just won't really. That's the only thing holding me back. I've been kind of meaning to get a real PC, like a tower kind of a thing, put it together myself since like early this year. So if you give them 25 scrap, you'll lose. Well, one of three things can happen. One, you just lose all the scrap. Two, you lose the scrap and receive healing burst weapon, which is
Bad.
It's not one
Not
that I
that
find
good.
too useful. Or three, you get a random drone in exchange for your 25 scrap.
What's 40 scrap and missiles? And
Right.
fuel?
For the 40 scrap, 2 missiles, and 2 fuel, you will receive the NG Medbot Dispersal Augmentation,
I already have
which
that.
you already have.
You already have it.
If you already have it, you receive 25 scrap.
So
Wait. So you lose 40 and the other things. And
so
you get,
why do they give you? I don't know.
that's terrible. So don't pick that option.
That doesn't make sense. We give you. That's like trading $40 for $25.
Is that what it means, though, or would you get 25 instead of losing the 40? I don't think it does mean that, though.
I don't think so.
I think you would basically be down 15 scrap, 2 missiles, and 2 fuel.
Alright, so they don't get anything from me.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have that. Sorry.
Yeah, give me 1 second. There you go. All yours.
Yeah, I get. Look at how fast the weapons will repair though.
Look at these NGs. 4
Look how fast it
repairing
repairs.
That is cool in a way.
Yeah.
That was like, I don't know if any viewers saw that because it was so fast. So the NGs, these little robot dudes that we love, well, we don't love too many of them. They repair at twice the speed of a human, and we had 4 of them repairing one system. So it was just like, and then it's ready.
It's so fast. Get a teleporter for all my boarding needs.
Ryan says I'm very fragile. Okay.
That could actually be a good idea, like getting a teleporter. Because it's really difficult for me to actually.
So you can board with your NGs?
Well, I have a mantis and a slug.
Okay. Nobody wants to fight a slug in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, that's very slimy. Can you imagine like a man-sized slug coming at you?
So should I get this? I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I
Well,
have
let's think
any-
about it though. What else can you do?
I have a pike beam. I don't know if I want to sell that though.
Okay. Is that something you want to try to use, or
I think I would use the teleporter.
Just
Just
what about the pike beam though?
the pike beam. I can't see me using it soon.
All
So I
right.
need the power, which I don't have a lot of right now. I need the room in the the capacity for the power. I don't know what it's called. You know what I mean?
Reactor.
The reactor.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, you could afford the teleporter, but you don't want to neglect your weapons upgrade that we've been talking
I
about.
probably should buy all repairs too.
Yeah.
I think I should sell it.
Yeah, go for it. And you'll get a bonus too because of your scrap recovery.
So instead of getting 27, I get 27.
Wait, what?
I guess it doesn't work for that. For selling.
Oh, doesn't work for selling? I thought it
It
did.
doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense.
The crew teleporter, which I bought.
I'm sorry, Arturo. It was hard to. It's always hard with my hour 45-minute commute, and the trains that kind of stop after about midnight.
I'll buy a power bar. Wait, why did I buy a power bar?
Wait,
I was
what?
gonna buy. I bought a power bar. I was gonna buy repairs.
All right. Well,
I wasn't thinking.
not the worst thing.
Whatever. I'll just be invincible with my defense drone.
I'm invincible. You're a loony. Yeah, Arturo thinks I hate him. I'm sorry, Arturo. I really don't hate you.
I'm not gonna do this because reasons.
I hate my commute is what I hate. I'm kind of glad I don't have a commute right now, but it means I don't get to see anybody either.
Alright. Let me. Alright, my boarders are at full health. So boarding. They don't have any like fighters. So
Just sleep in the sub. Yeah, Ryan. Stu, I was going for Monty Python though. I wasn't really attempting the accent because I can't do it that well. I'm invincible. The Black Knight, after getting his leg lopped off in his arms.
you don't need those.
By the way, I know this guy. He's kind of an online acquaintance, and he used to run a game store in Atlanta,
Oh, it's okay.
like board games and role-playing games and stuff. And he had such a peeve about gamer nerds endlessly quoting Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I think he said he eventually had to have a ban against that.
Oh, someone just said something in Japanese.
No, I don't speak Cantonese or any Chinese dialect or any Japanese dialect. Drill Sergeant 666. I don't speak anything but English, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of German.
Yeah. 42 scrap.
42 scrap, nice.
That's a lot.
But welcome, Drill Sergeant.
Oh, I don't know what to do with the scrap yet.
Stu says he speaks all language. No, he didn't say that. He said, yes, Drill Sergeant, I don't. Ryan says none of the above.
I know some of the characters.
You know some of the characters? Okay, what's he saying?
I don't. I know the hiragana, which is like not the. You know what? I don't want to explain that.
Okay. What are you doing? Whoa,
Yeah, I don't know why I almost did that.
you have borders.
Forgot about that.
Should I see what he's... It looks like a cut, same string repeated, I think.
Is it? I don't know. Looks like it, kind of.
Yeah, he's saying... Stu said you're just going to confuse your dad. I can't understand things like
I just don't feel like
using
it.
characters. Stu lets his fists speak for him, so don't mess with him. That's true. Who is... Can you... I'm trying to see if I can copy and paste this message, but it won't let me do it from the YouTube app. I want to like try to translate it.
This is the crystal event thing.
Oh. You find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. So this is what he's saying is this is how you can unlock the crystal cruiser, which we've already unlocked, so it doesn't really help us. But
Yeah.
can you still find something cool here?
You get a weapon.
Weapon and spare scrap is cool.
I think that's better. Flak gun Mark II.
Oh,
I can use that too because it costs 3
Nice.
power.
you should really start to try to get more power in your weapon system.
Yeah, I don't know much kanji. I know not like no katakana.
Sequel is easy, Arthur. Japanese characters are hard.
Yeah, because katakana is just a different character for every word.
What does katana mean?
It means Japanese sword.
I know Ryan knows that reference.
I feel like I should put the flak gun somewhere.
Alright, so random guy asked if we know Cantonese or Chinese or Japanese, even though Cantonese is a dialect of Chinese, right?
I think I'm gonna replace the heavy laser with the flak for now.
Okay.
It's 3 power and I can use that.
Stu said this is what it means according to Google. Oh, I'm interested. I want to see what it is. Is he
What
like
is it?
saying horrible things about me or something? You keep playing. Okay, so he actually said in those characters, whatever it was, some kind of Chinese or something. He said, Hong Kong, do you speak Cantonese, Chinese, or Taiwanese? Hong Kong, do you speak?
So you just repeated
He
it.
just repeated. Okay, we should get Janice in here because he's from Hong Kong.
Um,
Maybe he could chat with Drill Sergeant 666 or whatever.
okay. Let me play the game.
Okay, I don't know why he's asking for people who can speak that language.
What's this? Guess I'll do the blue
Oh, that
option.
wasn't Japanese, Arthur?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Japanese.
Oh. So he was asking about Cantonese, Chinese, Taiwanese in Japan. Alright.
Uh,
Anyway,
this
what are you doing?
gonna just this.
Your NG crew member refuses, halting use of adjectives and nouns followed by some animated holographic aids. The NG explains the ships are using each other to loosely translate achieve a union. For some reason, this consolidation of ship matter sounds embarrassing and personal.
Hey,
You elect to leave the two NG ships to their business. After questioning your NG crew member, however, you do manage to salvage what scrap parts you can from the perimeter, even though you feel slightly dirty for doing so. That's an interesting encounter.
all right.
Gotta head to the exit.
Exit.
You're at Sector 5. Wow. I feel like you're,
a little underpowered.
yeah, you're making it far considering you're underpowered. But
I'm in hard mode.
You gotta get the weapon upgrade. You can
I can get some weapons upgraded now.
do some math, figure out how much you need to save, and then when you get that amount, do the upgrade. You don't even have to go to a store. It's just
Yeah.
go to the upgrade thing. Do I speak Klingon? Says Ryan. I don't speak Klingon though. But I do know. All I know is actually I don't even remember anymore. But the scene in Simpsons where comic book guy is very downtrodden basically, and he says, "Is there a Klingon word for loneliness?" And he opens up his Klingon dictionary and he goes, "Ah, yes." And he says something like "Ka." I don't remember the exact word. I think that was after he gets tossed out of Moe's bar.
I'm gonna use my combat drone. You don't get to breathe for a little bit.
What's your slug doing? He's ready to board?
They're ready to board.
Stu speaks it fluently. Okay. I
Speaks
remember
what?
some.
Fluid.
Klingon.
Klingon. What is that?
You know what Klingon is?
No, I don't.
So, Klingon are a race in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah, I assumed it was not real.
They are the main antagonists in the original series. I don't know Star Trek super well, so Stu could probably fill in more detail. And after that, they were kind of, I think, on and off the enemies, but they kind of also would join the good guys, so to speak, the Federation. So, in fact, in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Lieutenant Worf, he's the Klingon. He looked like he has a lobster on his head. Maybe you've seen that. And yeah, basically that was kind of like the how do you say it? Almost like a daring thing they had tried out. What if we made like the traditionally evil race actually has, they can be accepted, possibly individually, but they're a very warlike and violent race. They're kind of like, fight battles first, ask questions later, kind of thing. They have a strong sense of like honor, and they teach their children to fight hand to hand combat from an early age, all that kind of thing. They're very warlike. They're like the Spartans or something.
Alright, I almost killed the ship. And they're dead.
They're what we call Russians, says Ryan. Yeah, I guess they were probably like an analogy. Or what's the word? Can't think of the word. Something like like a metaphor for the Russians.
So I want to get.
Back then, everybody thought they were evil. The Soviets were like the most evil people that we could imagine.
So if I get, let's say I get 2 power for a chain laser.
They probably thought the same about us. Yeah.
So that's 85.
Okay.
So 115. And then, so 145.
Hold on. 85 plus 1 power bar is what? 110.
So 25. Yeah, it's 110. So then
you could
plus
do that
30.
now, just you wouldn't have the 2 power.
Then plus another 30 for the next
Okay,
power.
so go for 140, then do it. Do you want to do that? Otherwise, you could.
I can just.
Are you just gonna do that now? You can do that. You just have to. You might have to juggle power a little, but
I'm
that's
already
okay.
doing that, but it's.
Sure,
I can
go
do a
for it.
little more.
Do it. I think it's
So-
worth it.
Chain laser.
Okay, now you can use both
If I
flagship and
can,
chain laser. Not a bad
if I can
combo.
get the ion blast up, I just get one more power. That can be really good with the flak.
Okay, cool.
Probably.
Arturo says he's the son of the chosen one,
Who?
defeater of Raymond. Defeater of Raymond. His card can't be taken. He has royal blood. Okay, so that was in reference to Ryan saying, "Take his card, Mark." Poor Raymond. Oh my God! If Raymond knew that we would think about him, he would think I'm ridiculous.
Robert Bobbert.
So Raymond. This is a reference to the game show Video Power I was on. I showed Arturo and some other friends from work about the first episode of Video Power I was on, in which I competed against a kid named Raymond. I subsequently beat the pants off of Raymond in Mega Man 3 playing, as well as Mega Man Trivia. It wasn't all fair, but I did win. And it's kind of been a joke about me beating the pants off of Raymond since then. That maybe we should try to find him and we could do a rematch. The reason why I say it wasn't necessarily 100% fair is because there were like some questions. Here's one of the questions. I'll try to recite it as best as I could. You remember it was about Mega Man. So the host reads a card and he says, among the various villains that Mega Man has to fight, there's Magnet Man and Guts Man and Metal Man, and one particularly nasty foe who actually splits into two foes to fight Mega Man. And now anyone who knows Mega Man will know, oh, Gemini Man is the guy who splits into two to fight Mega Man. But that wasn't the question. That was like a misleading introduction. So then the host, well, actually, what happened at that point, Raymond buzzed in and he said, Gemini Man, which would have been reasonable to guess. But then the host said, no, you have to hear the entire question. That is not correct. And so the host repeats, among the foes Mega Man has to fight, blah, 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 including one particularly nasty foe who splits into two to fight Mega Man. What color is Mega Man's hair? And then I go, I'm kind of puzzled, and I go, black? And then I get the points. So, yeah.
That's not fair.
I mean, they did warn, on the one hand, they did warn that you have to hear the whole answer. On
Yeah,
the
but
on the other hand, that's total crap.
like, it sounds like it's the end of the answer. It sounds like it's the end of the answer, and you have to do it. You have to answer first, right?
I mean, you buzz in like
You have to buzz
Jeopardy.
first, so
Yeah.
you don't want to do it as quickly as possible. So that would make sense to do it like that.
Ryan says, "Sorry, Arturo. Robert Bobbert is in nerd jail. You're in nerd jail for not knowing the
For not watching Star Trek.
thing is, we used to put on Star. We used to watch that after Svengoolie, in fact, or was it before Svengoolie? One of those.
No, I don't remember.
Thing is, half the time we would just leave on MeTV as our Saturday night ritual and kind of go on our devices, our respective devices. So I know you probably weren't paying full attention, but now we do this awesome stream instead.
I need some repairs.
What did you think of Starcades, Ryan? I haven't actually seen it, but when I looked at that episode listing, I was surprised that like practically every show had a Pac-Man or a Ms. Pac-Man. It's like I guess they don't mind repeating games, kind of like what we do on this stream. We play FTL half the time, or NetHack. And Ryan says, if I win the lottery, you and Raymond will have a rematch. All right. And also, the other thing that's kind of crap about Video Power was they made you compete in weird ways. The vast majority of the time, you were not playing a head-to-head competitive game. You were playing in parallel a single-player game, and there was like an arbitrary criterion for who wins, like whoever goes the farthest in Mega Man in the allotted time.
If I get 105 scrap, then I can get the Ion Blast and the Flak at once.
Okay.
Just saying that.
Cool.
Yeah, it was like two single players, and you have to get the farthest.
Yeah, that was with Mega Man.
Mega Man.
They have to pick some criterion, but the game wasn't really designed for competitive play. So it's like
You can buy more NGs.
if you're really good at Mega Man, like good at fighting all the, getting through the levels, not dying, beating the bosses, that doesn't necessarily translate into beating just progressing farther than somebody else in the level,
Well, it's just doing it fast, I guess.
pretty much. But like in Mega Man, I played Mega Man 2 and 3 on the show. So in Mega Man 3 they introduced sliding, so you press down and jump or down and A, and your character would slide. Mega Man would slide, and he'd go faster. So I seem to be one of few people who realize you could just do that a lot to go faster through the level.
I'm gonna sell this heavy laser because I don't think I have a need for it.
But it's like, is that really testing, like, how good you are at Mega Man? I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna sell
Yes.
this,
Okay, go ahead.
and I need repairs.
And the one that I lost, this is the one I like to complain about. So I'm complaining about being on the winning side, but I also was on the losing side. So the game that eliminated me from the show was Skate or Die 2. This was the playoffs, right? Before the playoffs, I probably told this story, but I'll just tell it again. Before the playoffs, the producers sent me a letter that said I'm going to be playing any or all of these, I believe, 7, 8, or 9 games. And there was, to name some of them, there was Ninja Gaiden 3, there was Little Nemo the Dream Master, there was, I think, DuckTales, there was RC Pro-Am, there was Skater Die 2, a few more games, basically. On top of that, Rescue Rangers, I think one of them, Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Um, I think I'll attack
Attack.
them. Is that a Team
And
Fortress 2 reference?
what?
There's a weapon called the Rescue Ranger in that game.
Oh, well, Team Fortress reference,
Yeah.
Rescue Rangers. Anyway, where I was going with this is I had a lot of games to practice. I owned only DuckTales, I recall. I rented a lot of games. I borrowed like 1 or 2 from my friend. And it came down to practicing so many games like mad in a very short time frame. I believe it was either 1 or 2 weeks. And so to try to practice optimally, I try to consider in what ways are they going to make me compete, right? So when I practiced Skater Die 2, there was 2 modes of play. There was sort of like the adventure or quest style game, in which you're traveling around the world and I don't know, you fight bosses or something. I don't even remember. You can skate left, skate right. It's like different screens, different like critters you have to jump over or whatever. It's been a long time, so I don't remember specifics. So there was that kind of adventure mode, and there was a half pipe mode. Half pipe mode is, you're going up and down this half pipe, and you try to do stunts to maximize your points, right? The adventure mode didn't even have points, and because you could go it was like an open world kind of thing. You could go left and right. I figured, all right, I gotta like kind of triage. I gotta cut off modes of play that they most likely won't make me compete in, to the best of my judgment, anyway. So I decide, all right, I'm not gonna practice the adventure mode. I'm gonna just play the half pipe for Skater Die 2. Maybe I played it a tiny bit. Because I couldn't imagine how they could make me compete. But it turned out that was what I had to play. That's the game that eliminated me. The adventure mode of Skater Die 2. And the criterion for winning was you could get these items like CDs, I recall, and tapes. I think there were burgers. And it was whoever collected the most of that crap won. So I guess I didn't know where all that crap actually was, so I just kind of wandered and I lost it. But it was very intense and stressful when I had this large list of games. Ooh, a free mantis.
This is gonna be for my boarding that I haven't been using.
Nice.
I haven't
All right,
been
yeah, I
boarding
replaced the
often.
slug with him. But yeah, just to wrap up my story, it was like I think it was 7, 8, or 9 games, and I only had one of them. Imagine someone says you have 2 weeks to play these like 7 games, and you only know one of them, and you're going to be competing in them on TV. You don't know which ones though, and you don't know what criteria are even like judging you. What are they judging you on? Because they choose weird criteria all the time, so you just don't even know. It was a stressful time. I remember my sister commented that I looked really like I was tearing my hair out, like I was stressed out, and I lost. Well, I don't know. I
Yeah.
gotta figure how could they make me play this quest mode of Skater Die 2 where you can go in all these different areas and stuff. They could not test farthest in the level because you could go left or right, and that was what they did though. It was you had to collect objects. Whoever got the most objects first one. And I don't really know to this day, did I just go left when I should have gone right on the screen or something like that? Because One Direction had more of the objects. To be fair, though, everybody else was in the same boat, right?
Mhm.
All right, so let's get back to FTL, though. Your meds are really beat up.
Yeah, we got all but their NG.
Stu says, Mark, it's not your fault. Thank you, Stu. One of these guys, though, on the show I was eliminated with, I was friendly with everybody. I didn't hold any grudges against anybody. This guy, Alex, who looked like he was about a 6'2" wrestler, while I was like a 5 foot tall skinny guy. And he had a mullet, by the way. He's one of the guys who eliminated me on that Skate or Die show. And I actually ran into him on YouTube because he was commenting. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say anything. Well, I was gonna say something. I got the drone.
Okay. Anti-ship fire drone.
It's just a fire drone.
But yeah, so Alex commented on a YouTube video of a different video power show, and he was like, "I was on this show."
So I got the ion blaster.
And I wound up chatting with him like a tiny bit on YouTube, a little back and forth. It's kind of funny. That was like maybe 10 years ago at this point.
I got the ion blast and the flak now.
And I made fun of his hair. I remember you had like this mullet back then. He was like, "Yeah, I did have something like that."
Okay. I think
Anyway,
I might have a chance.
That's the closest thing to a reunion I had with anybody. I don't know where Raymond is though, so you have to find him for me, Ryan. But Ryan says like Starcade had them like playing Space Invaders for 30 seconds. Yeah, it makes sense because they were playing arcade game. Another NG.
I'm not taking this NG.
Hold on, look at all their skills. Does he have anything?
He has
He has
piloting, but I think I already have a pilot.
Okay, but just look at everybody. Just dish whoever
yeah,
the
I already have a
least
pirate.
skilled.
Well,
let's look at the NG, then who's the least skilled.
This guy isn't. These guys are all really skilled.
Okay, get rid of the new guy.
This guy isn't really doing anything, but he has more skill than this guy.
Yeah, the new guy goes.
So, and I need these guys, and I like to have a slug. So, bomb PM, no.
But yeah, I agree, Ryan, that the Starcade model sounds better because they were quick playing arcade games and there was a clear score. It was a goal that kind of made sense, You play an arcade game for the score, basically, and I think that sounded better than the video power model, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not boarding these guys.
I'm not going to read what Ryan just said. Okay. I'm glad he agrees.
I think I'm gonna use my chain laser here.
I should watch some of those Starcade episodes. I'm kind of interested now.
I shouldn't use my chain laser, actually. I decided.
This is pretty nice, the ion and the flak.
Just gotta get through their shields.
It's 3 layers, right?
What's 3 layers? Their shields?
Their shield.
I think so. I don't... Yeah, okay. They're jumping away. I don't want them to warn the fleet, so I jump away first. And then they can't warn the fleet. I have 1 fuel.
Alright, good luck.
You go here. At least I'm in a nebula, so they go slower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not it.
See that train?
How's
They
it?
wanted your fuel. No fuel.
Fades a distress beacon? Yeah. Watch, I'm gonna get the slug one that's like... Pay $100 for 5 fuel.
Ugh. Well, you can't afford that even if they can come.
Yeah.
No
Nope.
ships pass through.
Okay,
That's not
not
bad.
bad, yeah. I could just get
5.
the emergency. I think that's like 3 or something. It's not very
Cost
good.
you?
I
How's
think
that
it's
work? I
like
don't
free.
remember
It's like
that one.
free,
It's free, but
but you get... I don't think you get that much.
Hold on, is it like unreliable or something?
No, you always get.
You always get it
It's just like you can only do it once or something.
for the whole game?
I mean, it says something like you've used your one
How
time.
have I never seen that?
Really?
I guess I don't run out of fuel too often. Alright.
Oh,
It's pulling away.
I guess I'll buy this. This is 4 per fuel.
Wait, but do you know if you did the request emergency fuel, do you know how much you'd get?
I think it's 3 or something, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, you just don't know. I wonder if it's random though.
Can you look it up?
Yeah, look it up. Okay, it's emergency. Alright, emergency. So there is oh, you just get a low amount of fuel and that's it.
I don't know what a low amount is considered. Probably like one or
Right.
two.
Yeah, I
So I think I
guess.
should probably buy some.
Probably I would think 5 is something like a medium amount, maybe even a high amount.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy some.
Okay, take the cursor again.
Well, yeah. I'm buying 5 fuel.
And Ryan says, and they had special points in Starcade. Okay, like if you got the UFO and Space Invaders, they give you triple points. Now, did they like have a modified, like ROM, so to speak,
Just gonna
or
go
did
to
they just kind of keep track of it outside of the game itself for that special bonus? That would be cool if they had a modified game. Starcade.
civilian sector. You think I should go to the civilian sector?
Yeah. You're at Sector 7?
Yep.
Holy crap.
I might get to the boss.
You, alright.
I need fuel.
You know a lot of things.
I need everything. It looks like they have. This looks like a heavy Mark II and a heavy Mark I. I'm right. So, well, they have drones, but this shouldn't be a big deal.
Well,
As long as I can dodge.
well, what I would say you need. Let's see. We're heading to the last sector. Wait, you already there or not?
Oh, I'm in the 7th.
You're in the 7th. So that's what I meant. So, jeez.
Yeah.
Thing is, what do you want to focus on getting before it's while you can? So, the options to me seem like go for 4th level of shield, or more engines, or try to get that last weapon powered at the same
I
time.
think the engine's probably the most, like, realistic one.
Engines are kind of low-hanging fruit because just to knock that up by 2 or 3 would not cost a ton,
And it would be good.
and it would be good.
But it's also, I think upgrading the shields would cost like 250 scrap or something like that.
You have to deal with that. It's gonna be. I don't think I usually go to the flagship.
I've done it
without
before, but I haven't done it on hard before ever. Like, I've done it before with 3 shields.
Okay, well,
Also, I just keep shooting their drone.
look at that. His drone just
I
keep
think
getting-
it'll explode eventually.
I've never seen this. The
It's-
ion gun keeps shooting the drone and disabling it.
There
There
we
it goes.
go.
It exploded finally.
Also, how long is that gonna take?
That's funny.
Just keep spinning.
And Ryan said the one that started with Donkey Kong. The kid looked terrified. Oh no. The kid on the Starcade looked terrified. Alright, so Rob Bob's gonna go for the win soon. I won't kick him off to bed because getting
Gotta win.
exciting. Unless he wants to go. If you're too tired, that's fine. I won't force you to stay up. But yeah, let's think. Do you think you have enough offense to deal with the? I mean, you can board.
I can board,
Deal with the
but...
flagship. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I just destroyed a drone of theirs.
And Ryan says I would be nervous being on TV like that. You must have been nervous. Yeah, I mean, I was nervous. It was pretty hard, but fun too. It was weird. It's mostly like it's a weird situation. Like you're not you. Well, you know, wasn't used to the lights. The lights were the one thing that I was especially not kind of surprised by because they're just really freaking bright lights all over the place. And having a crowd and a lot of people you don't see that are involved in the production. You got people like just gesturing to the audience, and it's all the camera people, and there's people running, manning the teleprompters, and this and that and the other thing, the lighting people.
Dead.
And it's just like all these people around you, and you're like, okay, I gotta play a
53
game now.
scrap. No. So, let's see. If I wanted to get... So, I would need 180 plus 60. So, I would need 240.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to do it. Sector 7 does tend to give you a lot of scrap, but
I'll try to save up as much as I can, but I might need to buy fuel.
Yeah.
Hoping I can get some.
Nope.
Oh, store? Nope. That means go here and hope.
Ryan says, Starcade, you can tell the parents you don't give a darn about playing an arcade. Now, what did you say earlier? I think I glanced at something that didn't quite get. Did you say the parents
Oh, that's good.
played with the kids?
So,
Yep.
4 fields, that's good. And
Do it.
57 scrap. It's a really good bribe.
Wow.
It's nothing. I have to go to the store, I'm pretty sure. There's not really anywhere else to go.
Okay. You and a parent. That's weird. It was like a team, parent-child team.
Weird.
Cloaking can be
Cloak,
very
yeah,
handy
I was thinking.
for the
But I have
boss.
to sell something. I'm gonna sell this
Fire
fire
drone,
drone
yeah.
that I'm not using.
Okay, let's do you want to do some math before we start dumping things and clicking things?
Yeah,
Okay,
so,
what's your goal here? You want to buy fuel and the
well, I'm gonna
cloaking?
sell this because there's no way I'm
Okay,
using
fine,
this.
sure.
Um, this stuff is gonna stay, so I get cloaking.
Cloaking and yeah, cloaking can be
You think that's
huge.
better than, 4 levels of shields? I think so.
Um, honestly, I'm not sure. It's a lot harder to pull off with 3. What level are you playing? Easy or normal?
Hard.
Hard. Wow, forgot you're playing hard.
Yeah, I'm
Holy
playing
cow.
hard.
Okay, so that means on hard, the flagship does not have isolated.
Yeah, the missiles are
Right.
difficult.
So for those who don't know, the flagship is the final boss, and one thing that makes it a little bit easier on the normal and easy difficulties is the weapons rooms that the flagship has. It has 4 of them. They're isolated from the rest of the flagship, meaning you can just teleport a couple of guys into each weapons room one by one, kill off the person in there, and then disable the system.
The ion and I think it's the ion and the laser one are isolated, but
But not the missile.
not the missile and the laser.
Yeah, so true. So basically, it's a lot harder to deal with because it's connected for those 2 weapons rooms. They're connected to the main ship, and therefore there's like, 8 guys that could come in to try to attack you as you're fighting. So where am I going with this? Well, I don't know. Just that we have to think it through.
Yeah, you're just talking about how the fight
Um,
is.
Yeah,
I think cloaking is good for dodging those missiles.
you can't go wrong with the cloaking.
33 missiles that I can't do anything with though. It's
Too bad you
just
can't dump them.
so annoying.
I think cloaking is not a bad option here.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this button. Oh, I had it. Yeah.
And yeah, hit it, yes, but then you have to consider fuel.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a
Alright.
ton of fuel because you don't want to over.
Okay, so I just need enough to get to the exit and, do the rest of the stuff that I want to do in the sector.
Well, you're kind of far ahead.
Yeah, I'm really far ahead
So
of
you could
this
take your
fleet.
time if you have enough fuel. Like you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You get 10 fuel at the sector
Sure,
8,
but you need
so
enough to
that's
get-
not a problem.
Yes.
I just need enough to get there and enjoy the sector.
Okay, so the question is how? Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought you were gonna jump. The question is how much fuel to buy, and I don't know the answer. I would get at least 2, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna get 2. Mm, I'll get 5. Like, I'll have 5.
Okay, so you bought 3.
And then I'll just hope that I can find some.
Okay, fine. That's probably reasonable.
Probably, maybe I'll find some at the distress beacon. Hopefully they're not asking for fuel. Well, they are. They're not gonna give me fuel in return, and if I give them this fuel, then
No, you can't give them all your fuel.
yeah.
All right. Well, so what did Ryan say? Some dads, referring to Starcade again, were computer nerds, so they dug it. But you can tell a lot of parents were just doing it for their kids. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nothing. Come on, I need something.
All right, this is gonna be a tough battle.
That's fuel.
And you can still get more scrap in the final sector.
That's true. I kind of forget about that usually. But that is a thing that you can do. Alright.
What was the answer, Ryan? Ryan said, I just asked my wife if she had heard of video power.
What was the answer? Probably no. Or yes, I don't know.
Most people haven't heard it. Once in a while, though, I hear of someone like, yeah, I used to watch that. I would get up before school, 6 a.m., baby. I'm like, what? Really? I see comments online and stuff. Like, I used to get up every morning earlier than I needed to before school just so I could watch video power. And she said no, said Ryan. Okay. Yeah, but the general populace is like, most people never heard of that.
Alright.
And Ryan screamed, Mark is famous. Actually, what's funny is I can't remember the answer to this question, but the question I asked somebody, so this came up on a Neo Geo group on Facebook. Someone sent me over there, I don't remember who, to say you should show off to these guys or like tell them your story about winning the Neo Geo on video power. So I did, and somebody from a different country, I think it was the Netherlands, said he used to watch it. I was like, really? I've been very curious about what they do in other countries. Do they like dub my voice? Probably not. They probably just do subtitles, right? I think he confirmed that yes, they did subtitles. That's kind of funny to me, imagining like there's some video out there of like 11-year-old was 12-year-old me with like somebody actually manually transcribed subtitles of what I was saying in Dutch.
Probably more, well, definitely more than just
more
Dutch.
than just Dutch, yeah.
Let me get repair this oxygen.
And these days, like on YouTube, YouTube automatically can do it for you, so it's not that exciting.
Well, the automatic captioning on YouTube sucks.
That's true, they're not that great. But they always told us, even from like the first, I think from the first ad that we saw in the newspaper about the show, they said it was going to be an international show.
Why am I like waiting for the medbots to heal people? I should just send them to the med bay.
Now Ryan also says, "That's funny. If I win the lottery, you'll also be reunited with the translator." But I always wondered stuff about because when I was a kid, I didn't really, today I understand that it takes a lot more resources to dub a voice than to just have a caption.
Yeah.
Right. So, but when I was a kid, I was wondering, I wonder if they dubbed my voice so much. But now these days, it seems common sense that they wouldn't have, because they'd have to hire someone who hopefully doesn't sound like a 90-year-old man or something, or like they have to when they dub like a movie character, they have to sound appropriate, right? I don't think they ever dub like non-fiction stuff like a news story or a game show. Ryan says I'll squander all of my 100 million to recreate video power.
Hope that missile doesn't hit me. Did.
Oof.
Oh my hole. Well, hopefully I can get to a repair station at the place.
Yeah, they'll repair you right away. Even. I don't know how we always wind up talking about video power. I sometimes feel like I'm being like, self-centered or something like, yeah, I want to show a video power. I hope it doesn't come out like this, but I think everybody's enjoying the conversation. At least I hope so.
Doesn't sound that way to me. Like self-centered.
Like, yeah, I'm the greatest because when I was 12, I won a Neo Geo by playing Mega Man on TV. I'm gonna tell that to my grandkids. If you ever have kids, I'll tell them. Gather around, I have the video evidence. Even yeah, that kid, that short, skinny kid was me.
I'm just gonna run away
I
from
played this game that wasn't even two-player against somebody else. And I won a game. I won a game console where each game cost $200. That was in 1991 money. That's like $8,000 today.
I'm gonna sell this ion bomb that I won't use. Unless I use the ion bomb. I think I can have a use for an ion bomb. I have 30 missiles, so missiles is an issue. Is not an issue.
I Potentially, but we have to
Yeah,
make sure we consider this carefully.
I could just keep it and then
What can you highlight the ion bomb?
this.
It costs 1 power, 22 charge time, ion damage 4. Compared to your ion blast.
That's 2 shields.
Ion blast, this is the one that shoots really fast, right?
Yeah, but if it misses a lot in a row, then it can bring their shields all the way back to full.
Okay. Um, and right now you're using which ones? Ion and flak.
These ion and flak, yeah. Sometimes I switch to the chain laser, but I haven't gotten much good use out of it yet.
Right.
I think
I'm inclined to say no about the ion bomb, but
feel like I could replace the chain laser and just kind of switch to it because I haven't used
not a
that
bad
room.
idea, yeah.
Like just do that.
You had no reason to switch to the chain laser, basically, right?
Could sell this. That's
Is that much?
$32.
That's not a bad idea.
What's on page 2? Nothing useful. Could get a whole missile actually.
Ryan says you're doing a YouTube
Nah.
stream. There's always a tiny bit of self-centeredness. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that
Alright, sold the chain laser.
he says you were as famous as an actress from Hey Dude back then. No, I wasn't. They were on they were watched by a lot of kids on Nickelodeon.
Alright. I probably should have like repaired that broken system that I have, but
Wait, oh, you didn't prepare.
I did not do that.
Get those NGs to work.
Alright, where are they boarding? Drones. Get them.
Okay, so Rob Bob is approaching the end game of FTL, and he's playing on the hard difficulty.
I don't even know how I've gotten this far.
Oh,
Oh.
the NG's gonna get smacked with a missile in a
He
moment.
gonna live?
He might not. He
He
does.
is.
Yeah, I guess the missiles. All right. They tend to not do a huge amount of damage, actually, to a person.
Yeah. Why is this not shooting?
You only have. Yeah, there you go. You only had one weapon turned on.
I couldn't turn on the other one. Oh, there's
You are
no,
low.
no, not you.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're low on hull here.
I think this is not a good fight.
Turn on defense.
Get a cloak first.
Cloak. That's a good point. Cloak.
So 5% chance of them hitting me while I'm cloaked and at full. Why are the
Nice.
mantis repairing? There's flak coming at me, that's fine.
Jump
Just
in
jump, I don't
You
care.
didn't board, I hope, right? No.
Nope. I can jump first. Fools.
Ryan asks, okay, as famous as an extra in Are You Afraid of the Dark? Sure, maybe extra.
I don't want to fight this one with 4 hull. So
Alright. That's a reasonable call. I'm usually inclined to go for every battle anyway, but
not in this case.
you have
When
guys who are in the middle of healing, you have a damaged system, you have low oxygen and low hull. Sure, makes sense.
I just did it because of the hull, but that's all true too.
Actually, the damage drone didn't really matter.
Yeah. It doesn't make it easier though.
The hard difficulty is hard. I don't come, I win very often on easy.
I have never won on
and
hard
a decent
before.
amount on normal. Hard is hard to win on, hence the word hard. And you have never won on it, so this is your chance to pull it off.
So what sector do you think I should go to?
What?
What sector do you think I should go to next?
Oh, the last stand. This is it, folks. Rob Bob's heading to the last stand
Alright,
on
explain.
the hard difficulty.
Uh,
Shall you read it? Go
sure.
ahead, read it.
I skipped the first
Skip
thing.
the first one. Okay, so
Whatever.
you met with people and told them about your situation. You have data that's crucial and all that stuff. Now you can read the next screen.
Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Turzil of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. So explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the rebel flagship. Tully responds, it's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold out their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs as well as fuel, and the other repair station can provide aid as well. Good luck.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Otherwise, we all die.
Okay, then let's think what you're doing all the time. Repair, yeah, that's a good idea probably.
I should go
What
here.
is your goal at the moment for spending? Is it shield?
Shields, if I can't afford it by the time I get, or if unless I'm really close, like if I defeat the first phase of the flagship,
Mhm.
and I should be able to afford it. Unless if I can't, then I'll
You'll find
buy something else.
you'll run into enemy ships before you
Yeah.
get to the flagship. So he is all the way at the right by the flagship. For those who don't know, it's a red ship on the right.
I'm on
And
the
what the
left.
flagship is trying to do is head to the base, which is obviously the beacon labeled base.
I'm gonna go to the repair.
And Rob is all the okay. I was explaining it, but
I wanted to get repaired.
all right. Stu says he has to go. So yeah, good night, Stu.
Oh, I'm really close
Take care.
actually.
But
I need like
he has to go. So
I need 30.
we're not talking about that. Okay.
I was talking about
Yeah. So let's just say goodbye to Stu.
Bye,
Thanks for
Stu.
joining us, Stu.
a
And
wave to you.
enjoy your stream if you're doing one, or see you on your next stream probably. Otherwise.
All right. Jump.
All right. So you got 210.
I'll go.
Are you just gonna do your shield upgrade, or did you say you
I
wanted
can't.
to?
I don't think I can afford it if I want to get power as well.
Okay.
I do more
think-
power management.
I
I
mean,
could.
you can always spend that for now and just buy that extra bar a
Yeah.
moment later.
I think I should.
All right, do it.
Done.
All right. So, what are you gonna knock down your engine? You should give yourself some engines. Try to get at least 5. You have 3.
I know. I need the power for that.
These are levels of engines, not number of engines.
Maybe it is numbers of engines.
And you could get one more weapon to use Iron Bomb at the same time. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, we have a 4 shield Rebel Invader. They have Clone Bay Teleporter.
Of course,
What
that
weapons do they have?
Bay. Alright. I think I would
Ooh,
board them.
there's
Oh,
a
they have a
Vulcan. There's a
Vulcan.
Vulcan. All right, you gotta get rid of that Vulcan.
Alright. I'll name my
Are you
flag.
out of your Vulcan mind?
Star Trek.
So the Vulcan, for those who don't know, it's a weapon that gradually shoots faster and faster. So at first it's not that bad. Then after maybe about 30 seconds of combat, it's going like this.
It's just a machine gun.
And that is a huge pain to deal with. Okay, you knocked out the Vulcan.
Nice.
Good job. Somebody's really hurt.
No, we're good.
Okay, you're right.
Actually, go to the med bay.
Ryan says there's actually a book called Conversational Klingon, Learn a Real Language. Yeah, I know. It's like the amount of effort you have to put into it, you might as well learn a real language. I'm all for nerdy things, and
Hey, why would you learn?
I don't think
Not
it's a
real
full-fledged guide through like a language. Like I
Yeah.
don't think you're getting into like all the different tenses and conjugating verbs and stuff. Maybe you are. I don't know. But I kind of imagine it like more like a dictionary. Jump imminent. Can you kill him before he gets away? You want to get some scrap before the boss.
Please.
No such thing.
Ah. I wanted that.
You make sure your oxygen charges up. Everything is good. You don't want to just jump around the last sector like a fool. You green-blooded Vulcan.
I was hoping that I could kill them.
All right, it's okay. Not the worst thing.
Alright, I'm not going here. Because that'll mean fight like a fleet, basically.
Mhm. Too bad Stu can't stick around for the end game though, because he was like wondering about that. Yeah, you have some bombs coming, some borders.
It shouldn't be too bad besides the bomb.
Yeah. Because the laser and the beam aren't going to hurt you unless the bomb does something nasty.
Yeah, unless
Take
the
out your
bomb
shields.
takes out my shields, I should be fine.
And
Okay, my door. Let me see if I can just. That's
hey,
good.
you moved the slug out in time. That's cool. Ryan said Oh my gosh, yes, Mark, they have full grammar, even conjugates. Okay.
Why?
And do they have like, sentence structure? Like
They're
each language has.
bombing the.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're sorry. They're just bombing the doors
They
again.
don't like those doors. They're like, you're not gonna open and close your doors while you're fighting me.
Ugh, they all missed. More. That's the third time.
Like, damn your doors. Screw your doors.
They don't like them.
We should all use Klingon as the universal language. I think that's what Ryan's suggesting.
Yeah. Everyone should speak it.
Is there a Klingon word for loneliness?
I want to try to destroy their healing, their medbay.
Why, you want to port him?
Yes. So I can get more
Okay.
scrap.
Sure, not a bad idea. I mean, that bomb isn't causing you huge trouble, and then, therefore,
Why am I not shooting this?
Huh?
My ion bomb or my ion blast wasn't shooting.
Oh, shoot, yeah. I want to hear you refer to your son with a Klingon word. I don't know Klingon words. You can give me one, Ryan. Klingon word for what? Son? Alright, I'll look it up.
Not the sun in the sky. Unless I go in the sky, I guess. Alright, I'm boarding them and I should take them down now. Of course, they decided to destroy my sensors, but that's okay.
That'll be back online in a moment.
Wait, I should. I don't need engines.
Who needs engines?
Not me.
I feel a little better knowing that the bombs can miss, though.
Yeah, let's see.
You're getting damaged.
Yeah, I know.
Like getting low, I mean.
That's fine.
Cutting a little close, but yeah, you did make it. Alright, so I found an English to Klingon dictionary.
Should have it on Google Translate.
It's on traduca.com. Traduca. Jesus. Son is Poklad. If you win this game, I'm gonna say, well done, Poklad.
You have to refer to me as that
Why
forever.
did they have a capital letter at the end of the word? Is that like the convention in Klingon? It's like universal to all words or not? It looks like it's so far. Maybe it's just nouns. What about a verb like run?
I'm gonna get some more power, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like just the nouns have a capital at the end.
I got more power.
I'm just guessing though. No, not all of them. I don't know.
Some, I guess. Except for when they don't, because
Okay, flagship. So yeah, the flagship, what it's trying to do is get to the base and destroy it. That's our Federation's base. If they go to the base and hang around there for 3 turns, they win. They destroy the base.
Okay.
Slug light cruiser.
As expected, they have slugs and a lot of heavy
You need the
lasers.
salt cannon. Blast them.
Instantly kills any slugs in the
Yeah,
room.
it should be a salt cannon because it would be very useless most of the time. But once you're faced with a bunch of slugs, you just salt them to death, and it's like insta-kill each slug one at a time. You just fire it one room at a time, it kills the slug with a big salt bomb.
That would be good against these types of ships if that existed.
And even though it would be crazy powerful in these situations, it would be so situational that it would be kind of balanced still.
That would be kind of bad if, unless you're in a slug nebula.
Well, yeah, you could go to all the slug systems just to maximize, how useful your slug cannon is. This game should be renamed to Pew Pew. Is there a Klingon word for loneliness? Let me try that. Mushagach. I don't remember comic book guys saying that, but apparently it's Mushagach. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Oh, sorry, I alt tabbed.
I was like,
go
what's
back
happening?
Sorry, I shouldn't screw around.
It was already paused at
Go
least.
back to it.
It's fine.
I won't do that. I was trying to make sure I was in the camera view, but I forgot that we're using the same computer.
One of these days I'll destroy their med bay and then they'll have no chance.
So they're shooting, yeah, 4 heavy lasers at a time plus the ions. The ions are knocking down your shields a little bit. Disabling them.
Yeah. That won't hurt me.
Alright. They're missing too much.
Everyone's missing.
Oh yeah, you got out the med bay. Board.
Oh yeah,
Here
board.
come the pirates. Mantis pirates are.
Board? Okay.
Hmm?
Board?
What's wrong?
They're not. Why is the button not working?
Hold on.
Teleport. Click.
Is there a reason why you wouldn't be able to teleport? Stop unpausing it.
Clicking it?
Okay, let me try something. I will not unpause it. There.
Oh, I think. Was I
Sometimes
pressing?
it gets in this weird state where like the click doesn't register or like counts like a right click or something. So I just kind of press a bunch of buttons and click it. It seems to fix it.
That's weird. I should take out a few there, guys.
Ryan says Mark is a macaque.
What?
Macaque?
Mako.
I don't know what it means, but I assume you're insulting me. Hey, you had 2 mantises level up. Both
Yeah,
mantises
that's
level
good.
up.
Well, they've been fighting at the same
Same
time,
time all the time, right?
so yeah.
They're getting
That's
weak,
not
and they
good.
have 2 strong slugs to deal with, so you might want to heal them up.
Just hurt them a little bit. No,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Watch the oxygen. Oh, your oxygen is on again.
Yeah, I just turned it on. I'm gonna do that and that. No, that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Good. That's not a very good shot.
Gotta take out that med bay again.
No. Okay, so I don't have a cloak and I only have 2 shields up.
Well,
Well,
put some. Hold on. Turn off med bay. Pump
yeah.
up engines at least.
Well, I don't even need to
At least something.
turn off my bed. Yeah. Hey,
There we go.
I don't get hit.
Yay!
Uh,
You avoided getting hit. But their med bay is fully online.
well, I'm trying to make it not be.
Oof. Here comes a bunch of ions. Ugh.
At least only one of them hit my
Your shield.
shields. Better than all 3 of them hitting my shields.
I should dig up the picture I have of the first time Rob Bob beat FTL.
Oh,
I
got
was
hit.
coaching him. But he beat it by himself. Like he did all the controls and everything. I'll see if I can find that.
One day I'm gonna get a good shot on their mid bay.
One day.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Well, I just got hit a few times.
Okay.
Hey.
Alright, do it. Turn off that weapon. Black.
I can still shoot the ion, I guess. But I have no evade. Because I don't have a piloting.
Okay, let's find Rob Bob's first FTL win.
Oh. Okay. I might get hit here.
What?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I said I might get hit.
Oh.
I did get hit.
Okay.
I wish I was at like full health for this boss fight.
Yeah, that would be. Watch that mantis.
Just fine.
Good switch. Switcheroo. The old switcheroo.
74 scrap.
Yeah. Plus your
It's just
scrap recovery arm takes that
plus
81.
plus 30.
Plus 30, and then another
Plus
3.
the scrap recovery
Very
arm.
nice.
It's 10 extra percent.
Very nice. Yeah, that's fine. Rob Bob's first FTL win.
So I got 2 engine levels.
I gotta scroll through it again. I accidentally exited.
2 levels of engines. So,
All right, that's good. That's good. You want to have, I think, at least 5 for that boss.
I have 5.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's pretty good now.
So at least when I cloak, I'll have a 100% chance of evasion.
Yes, that is good.
Alright. Next jump is the fight. I wish I had a repair drone just so I could get a little repairing.
Anything else you need to do before you go?
Not really much I can do.
All right.
Other than go to the store. Is there any reason to not go?
Yeah, but oh yeah, you could do some repairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Well, I can only get like 3 repairs, but yeah.
He was actually pretty young. He wasn't 1 year old though.
I was not 1. They don't have anything really good. Just buy like 3 repairs. Nothing really worth selling, so. Alright.
Or a reference to Farscape? What's a ship?
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, it's shaped like a Taurus is like a donut shape. All right, here we go.
This ship is just a donut.
The rebel flagship. If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. Okay, let's think about what we're doing. What's the plan?
Okay, well, they're gonna cloak at first, so there's
Yes.
nothing I can do at the beginning.
Pretty much.
They're gonna hack.
Here
What
comes the hacker.
will they hack is the question.
Okay, something's getting hacked. We're being hacked. Mash on the keyboards together.
Okay, they're hacking my that thing. The med bay. Also known as that thing. And they're about to fire the.
All right, so where are you gonna board?
Well, first I got a cloak.
Sure. Yeah, the missiles are coming, so it's a good time to cloak. Miss, miss, miss. Good, good, good. Hold on, hold on. Do you want to? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where you're shooting. Okay. But what about your boarders?
Wait, I should shoot there.
Or should
yeah,
be doing
I should be
something.
boarding. Yeah.
They should at least be getting the isolated weapons.
Yeah, I
take
agree.
them
I
out.
agree. I don't think they can. They can't take this out probably right now.
They're gonna get mobbed with people.
Yeah.
It's either the iron or the beam.
I think the ion's probably the
Do it.
worst of the 2.
Yes. Okay, you're gonna take out that guy in the ion room. And
Okay,
then
so we did.
smash it up quickly.
They're cloaking.
Unplug the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, just unplug the ship from its power.
Okay, you're gonna have to deal with this one. Put on defense drone.
That's a good point. Why did I
Non-combat.
unpause? This one.
That'll shoot a missile at least.
Shoot.
You
Okay,
get hit
shot
by 2.
1 and other 2 hit me.
Cloaking's down.
That needs to be repaired ASAP.
Your mantis are doing a good job on the ion.
They almost got it. Of course, they decided to fire.
Yeah, they got to fire the ion before the mantis finished. Okay, get your mantis back here
Alright, get back home.
and send him off as soon as you can. You have cloaking ready, by the way.
I do.
Here comes some more missiles. Maybe you want to cloak.
I think so. How do I? Yeah, okay.
Oof. All right. They're still hacking medbay. Your mantises don't need to get healed, though. They can just go when they can, at least.
At least they're you know, I think I might have them right here.
Huh?
I think I have have their
Oh,
ship
because
there.
they're all right.
I might as well do this though.
But if you destroy the ship while the mantises are on there,
Well, I shouldn't. Hey.
Yeah, I don't think you would, but you
I
said
don't
I
think
have
I
this, so I
can.
was like a little bit like, well, are you gonna like kill them? And I'm not seeing how.
Of course, they
The
beamed.
beam that you're smashing is still operational.
No, I just shot my teleporter.
Yeah.
It'll repair it before the ions, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Why? No, 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 don't do that yet.
All right. Beam is destroyed.
Let's try to heal.
Sure.
You know what? No, they don't even need to go in there.
Okay.
Because it's hacked, so that's kind of a risk.
Oh yeah. All right, you're gonna kill them, but unfortunately not killing too many of their crew. That's not terrible though.
I hope I can get some of them like in here, because if they're in here, if they're in this part, then while this part breaks off, then they'll die.
Ah yes. So you're trying to lure them over by smashing up.
Yeah, but
Ah, good
I
point.
don't know. Don't know if that'll work.
I'm still looking for the picture of you.
Alright,
Cloaking is not ready.
missiles
Turn
are
up.
shooting.
Turn up
Why do I
engines.
not have shield up? I guess I don't really need it that
Put
much.
one more into engines. You can take down oxygen if you need to.
Yeah. Good point.
Shields on fire.
Alright, this is the most important thing.
Hmm.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, you got it.
If I can kill them
phase
while they're
one.
repairing this. Also, took a little more damage than I would have liked.
They might repair by the time you get to kill them.
Well, as long as they're still there. Yeah, that's not
Maybe
really.
repaired it. One of
Whatever.
them's still there.
Two of them even.
Hooray.
Because the doors also
the
get
door.
destroyed, I think.
All
Let's see
right.
if I can
Oxygen on.
oxygen. Let's go repair this. Heal everyone. Any upgrades that I can get, really?
Didn't yet find Rob Bob, but I did find this poster of Bon Jovi that used to be in the office I worked at.
I can't buy any upgrades right now. I'm not jumping yet. I could go back to the
Made it
store.
bigger.
Should I? I get repairs.
Yeah, you should.
That's a good idea. Alright. Store.
Ryan says, yeah, I guess if Rob Bob would be playing a game at 1 year old, it would be NetHack. Can
Neck.
you imagine a 1 year old playing NetHack?
Oh. Let's buy fuel. No.
No.
Alright.
Uh,
Anything else I can do?
you
Not really.
you still have
Let me get
power
my.
upgrades you could do, right? Not at this point, but I mean, next time you get scrap, you probably could do that.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna. Phase 2, also known as the hardest one, according to many people.
Right.
I agree
A
with
lot
that
of people are
statement.
saying,
What are they saying?
never mind.
Alright.
I was just making a Donald Trumpism. He used to like just saying, a lot of people are saying blah 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 blah. He wouldn't say, name anybody or provide any source. Anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Defense drone. Ah, I missed.
Okay.
How
Here
did it
comes
miss?
their border then.
Hate these. All you guys.
Everybody on him. 3 NGs in a slug.
Beat them with numbers.
Beat them with numbers.
No, they're gonna suffocate. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I have cloaking. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna get that off.
The big surge is coming.
Now, if I can wait,
Yeah, I got you.
because there's missiles shooting at me.
Yep.
I want to wait as long as possible. Now would be the time, I guess.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah. That's not good.
Look out, you're cloaking. As you were cloaking.
I should have put more power into engines and stuff.
Oh no.
Alright, well.
Hold on, think before you unpause. Can you
Alright, so there's no point in a defense drone for now.
correct? Put in the shield or something, or
Shields, I think,
yeah,
and there.
sounds good. Watch your guys in the room without oxygen.
Yeah, go home to your stations.
Somebody needs to be repairing cloaking.
That's true.
You made it through that pretty good.
Okay, that's not good. Oh, that was it.
Get the energy out of there. Okay. Now you can worry about healing people.
Yeah. Ah, I didn't have my defense drone up.
Okay. Now you can use those mantises though to help fight them.
Yeah.
They're not really boarding right now. A lot of kabooms going on. Intruder detected
this
and power
here.
surge. Okay.
Power surge. His hull's pretty low.
You'll have cloaking when you power it for the power surge.
That's true.
You might want to squeeze out every ounce of med bay before then.
Do that.
Now do it. Switch.
I have 100% evade. It's fine.
Watch.
I'm just gonna do this.
At least your med bay's not hacked this time around. Ryan says, no pressure, Rob, but if you lose, I'm never watching your dad again. Oh.
Well, I won't lose.
Oh. He's confident. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Here comes the missile. You cannot cloak. You just crank up defense drone on and crank up engine.
Defense drone, yeah. This thing's about to get destroyed, so there's no point.
Sure. He's referring to the level of shield he's at. So he just knocked it down a level as far as power.
Alright, let's kill this guy. And send a guy preemptively to repair it, I guess.
Sure. Watch their health the whole time because they're in lack of oxygen.
Yep.
And the power surge is coming.
I think I'll be okay.
NG's dying.
It's okay.
Okay, oxygen's back there at least. Are you gonna cloak?
We'll see.
What?
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until the last minute because missiles.
Sure. Not a bad idea.
First one missed. I should have cloaked earlier, but it's okay.
Okay.
Alright, they're about to die.
It's getting intense, guys.
Let's see if I can.
He's doing pretty well, though. I think he's got this second stage in the bag. I don't want to say it too prematurely, but I don't see him losing it. But, the third one, we'll see about. Third stage.
Dead.
Alright.
Alright, that was. I still have a decent amount of hull left.
Yeah.
Let's see, I bet there's no store left. How is there still a store left?
Still a store. Okay.
I expected the rebels to have
Hold
taken
on.
it over.
Can you get a power bar or no?
I think I'd rather spend
35.
it on repairing.
Sure. And you can't afford it.
I can't anyway, so.
Is there anything you could sell at the store even?
Let's see,
Is
what
there
do I
anything
have?
you're not using?
I haven't been using the ion bomb that I
Scrap
considered.
recovery arm is useless. You're not getting any more scrap for that.
That's true, I should sell that, I guess.
Sell that at least.
Let's go there. Really lucky to have a store here.
Yeah, actually.
Alright, so I sell a scrap recovery arm.
Yeah, it's only 25, but good enough.
Better than nothing. Ion bomb,
You haven't been using it, but could it be a good idea to use it?
you know, I should keep it because
You could upgrade your.
this shield that it has.
Yep.
Ion bombs do double damage to super shield, or ion in general does double damage to super shields.
Your iron. Oh, well, okay.
So that'll be 8 damage to super shield. That has like 15, so that's over half.
All right. If you want to switch to it, you have to take off flak if you want to use both ions.
I think I'd rather take off ion blast just because the amount of charge it takes for.
Okay.
Uh,
So before you go back to the fight, what are you going to spend this newfound scrap on?
probably repairs. I have perfect amount to repair to full.
All right, then do it.
But I think. Do I want to. I might
Not a
get.
bad decision.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Alright, full scrap. Or full, hull.
Where's Baby Rob Bob beating FTL? I can't find it. Ah, I found it.
Found it.
How old were you here? This was let me see the year.
I have 40 missiles. Alright, base.
Hold on one second. Okay. Not sure of the year. It was no later than 2014 though. It might have been probably 2014.
They're gonna mind control me, so that's annoying.
I can't see if I'm in the camera view right now, but it's Rob Bob in front of the victory screen on my my old MacBook Air. You want it at that age, which if it was 2014, then he was 6. Okay, so you're ioning the crap out of the super shield first. Cool.
They're gonna board.
His border is
This is
is doomed.
Nah, he isn't because.
Mind control. Oh,
Should I send an NG in there? Probably.
yeah.
Surprised I haven't lost anyone yet, actually.
Missiles are coming. And Rob Bob cloaks.
Alright, get out of there. Go up.
Markle.
Oh, shoot.
What?
He's dead.
You lost somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. One guy's not the end of the world. Was it a mantis?
No, it was a NG.
Oh, well, you have extra NGs. Yeah, you have a surplus of NGs.
That's true.
Watch that mantis.
Run.
Get him out.
Get out. Oh, Jesus.
Get a med bay. Oh no, somebody in there.
It's okay. He'll heal.
Shh.
Oh, he's going.
Okay.
Okay. So I forgot about this. When
Yes.
they have like a really high level mind control
Right, lasts
thing,
a while.
and that means that this guy does more damage. That's why my guy died because he did more damage than I expected.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Here it comes.
Well,
Put a point. Yeah.
Yep.
Woof.
one hit.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Here comes missiles.
All right, guy's not mind controlled anymore.
Your defense is not up. Defense drone.
That's true. Should have that up.
You shot one. That was good.
Good.
Borders.
Here, just keep warning. That's how this fight works.
Kind of. I would put on medbay.
Alright.
Because he has the NG disperse.
That's true, yeah. Alright. I'm.
Missiles. Get ready to cloak.
Come on. Okay. That first one's gonna hit me. You know what? I'm just gonna
Alright.
take it.
Saving the cloak for the laser blast, I guess?
Yeah, I think I'd rather
Okay,
cloak
cool.
for that. Okay, so their shields are down. Okay, no.
You're the best around. No one's ever going to keep you down. So Ryan is saying, he's cheering you on. You're the best around. Might want to power oxygen.
That's a good point. I really want,
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
um,
Are you going to try to... Okay, you're going that way. That makes sense. Hold on, you didn't open one of the doors, though. Okay.
turn off oxygen. Yay, it didn't get destroyed.
Here
So-
comes the laser blast. Get ready.
Oh, it did actually get destroyed. Yeah, I'm ready as I'll be. This is perfect timing for them to shoot missiles.
Coinciding with the missiles. All right, so now you
Now.
can cloak. You should all right. You have power not doing anything, and your engines are not maxed. There you go.
I think it should go in oxygen. Alright. I'm gonna do my favorite tactic ever, which
Which
is
is what?
running this guy like this,
Through the med bay.
just so he doesn't die.
Okay.
You know what? Go in there. No, don't go in there, actually.
Okay.
Alright, they only have one guy left besides, like, in their ship.
Yes. You're the best around. You're doing good fending off their borders for sure.
I'm gonna send guys over here.
You need to fix some stuff. You need to be able to fire flax at them too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this then.
So you got to repair the weapon so you can have both the ion blast and the flak on.
Alright,
Here
that's
comes a bunch
gonna
of
hit me.
missiles. Bam, bam, bam.
Surprised
The
I'm
laser
at this.
blast.
I'm surprised I'm at, like, I've only lost 8 holes so
Yeah,
far.
like nothing. I mean, not that much anyway.
It's basically nothing. I feel like they're gonna get an ion shield.
Beeping.
Yeah, this guy's dying. Alright, that's cool. And good. No, don't get out of there.
That's the mind-controlled guy who's dying. I got it.
No, it was this guy.
Oh, okay, I see. Alright, you can't cloak. Put up the engines as much as you can at least. And pray a little bit.
Who's the... Okay, no, someone go on the engines. I don't...
Yeah, someone should be there.
You. Okay, it doesn't matter because I don't get any because
Oh,
that's broken.
pilot's down. Gee, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna be bad. Okay.
Whatever, I'll take it. Like a man.
You gotta repair pilot right away. And cloak because the missiles are coming.
Yeah.
You can't dodge any of them. No.
Didn't dodge any of them.
Yikes.
Not one. Alright, repair that. I need my flak back as soon as possible, because that's like my only way of dealing damage. I should get a combat drone.
You can do flak.
Hold on. Flak. No, hold on. No, I want oxygen, actually. You're about to shoot missiles.
Jeez.
That's not good. Repair the thing. Oh, someone said. And that guy's mind controlled. Great.
Okay, hold on. You can start shooting. You might want to get that. Let's think about what's giving you the most trouble right now. I would say the missiles and the mind control.
Missiles, mind control, and the power surge.
Power surge you can't really do anything about.
Yeah. But cloak.
All you can do is defend against it, yes. So I'm thinking you should try to either shoot down their missiles or the mind control room. If you just want to focus on shield, that's not a bad day.
You're right,
I don't.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot that.
Oh, super shield's back up.
Well, whatever.
Crap. Okay, missiles. The question is, do you want to cloak or save it? Your fence drone is down because your drone system is damaged.
Not anymore. Oh, I destroyed my oxygen.
Whew.
Why are these guys not doing anything? Repair that. I don't know.
Don't neglect the oxygen.
It's fine.
You don't need level 3 drones. You need
yeah,
oxygen though. Okay, here comes the blast. Turn on those shields.
There's nothing I can take power from but engines. Yep. You know what? No, I can.
Okay.
I don't need ion blast on constantly for now.
Here it comes.
Yeah. We're about to finish.
We're finishing up.
I don't know if I'm gonna win this.
Get him out of the fire at least.
Oh, these guys are in the fire. You know what? Just... 3 health.
Oof. Hey, remember, you have cloaking. I'm not saying you should use it now necessarily, but maybe you should.
30... 35. Shoot.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, come on.
Oh, there goes the engine.
Had to be fire there.
Surprise fire in his face.
Surprise, there's fire here.
Shoot, another guy died.
Oh, Mantis is dead. Alright, this is over. I can't win this. I can try, but...
Just keep pounding with the flak and ion. Maybe you'll get lucky. No. Oh well.
I have 1 hull. Shoot.
It was a good attempt.
Oh,
Not over yet.
I don't see much chance.
Not over yet. Here come the missiles. We're gonna dodge them all, right? Gonna dodge them all.
Every missile's gonna be dodged except for the one that's gonna be shot down. So it did happen.
All right.
Well, I guess Ryan's not watching you anymore.
One last explosion. Mark your feet. That's your ship is torn apart.
Let's see. That was pretty close. That was
That was a good attempt.
that was your second best.
But that was yeah, I wonder could we have done something better? I don't know off the top of my head. It would have been better to have more power.
Yeah, maybe it would have been better to have more power than shields, or I mean, than hull.
All right, guys. Well, that was our valiant attempt. Rob Bob did very well on hard, but did not quite pull it off. So close, but no cigar is the achievement he gets. And that will be it for tonight, guys. No post midnight net hack. I think it's already late enough.
Yeah.
So we can call it for tonight. And thanks for watching, Ryan. Thanks for watching, Arturo. Thanks for watching, whoever else might be there.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Good night.
Take care.